we'll go.
Welcome to another episode of Two Whites of Blue. My name is Joey. I'm here with Little Mike.
Know how we say every week this is the least amount we've prepped? This is for sure the least amount I've prepped.
Buddy,
Are you guys ready? Will? No. All right.
I started a fucking OneNote document today for our podcast.
Thanks for sharing it out.
prep.
You are sitting with a laptop, though. I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah, I got some stuff ready. I'm prepped. Good to see you guys. What did you spend your money on last week?
Mike, you go ahead.
I bought an oil change today. And luckily that was it.
What about your battery?
That was good. I told him to check it out, and he said it was fine. And then he just goes, by the way, I recommend this guy, Joe Bravo in Greensville.
Okay.
Solid dude. He just goes, because I had my brake light was open. I've got in this fucking car, it's I have 15 fucking brake lights.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, whatever. Fuck it. I'm not getting a ticket. It's not not lighting up. It's just one of the lights isn't lighting up. He's like, oh, yeah, by the way, I didn't charge you, but I fixed your brake light. I'm like, man, this guy, you know what I mean? This guy.
Solid dude. Solid dude.
Just, you know what I mean? Kind of.
Soil of the earth kind of guy.
I think that.
Was it salt of the
Salt
earth?
of the earth.
Soil of the earth.
Soil of the earth. That too, though.
Works. But I think that shit is not. It's pretty rare that you find. It's always old guys that do that.
These days,
they understand how to keep customers, right?
Right.
Like shit like that. Like the tire craft guys from Dundas, the same thing.
He's good.
He would do
Brian's
the same
good.
shit. He would just patch my tires for free because he knows if I need tires, I'm going there. I'm telling people about that. So this guy, I recommend him. Same shit, you know what I mean? But yeah. So I bought an oil change, bought a haircut.
Nice. Didn't waste any time getting that haircut, eh?
I needed it, man. It was brutal. You can fucking rock it. When I get the flow out the back.
I didn't even notice.
No, but when I do, it's mine doesn't curl out.
It just drips down.
So when I tilt my head back, it just
Spaghetti.
goes a bit away from my head, so it just looks like shit.
Your hair's super straight and it's
Yeah.
it's thinner than ours is.
Yeah.
So you got the mullet pillow,
But it doesn't flare out,
yeah,
so it doesn't look
yeah.
good. It just
Not
just
great.
kind of just goes away.
it's
That's right.
that's
I have
true,
to constantly just
like you fell
you
asleep.
could have a mean
Yeah.
skull at one day.
oh buddy, and I plan on it.
That's a good luck.
Yeah, why would you not? Yeah.
So yeah, I got a haircut. Which by the way, it's fuck what I look like. I just like going.
How much did a haircut cost you?
$32.
Yeah.
Is that regular price or COVID
Well, I pay
price?
tip.
Hmm.
It's
That's with
28,
tip,
and I
right?
I usually
Yeah.
give them a $5 tip, and then today just a percentage. So it's I don't know. Whatever
Nice.
this is gonna be, you're gonna
Nice.
get. So fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
You cash?
No,
Oh.
I lost my debit card today, so Visa.
Oh yeah.
It's
Nice.
brutal.
Where'd you lose it, bud?
At work.
There's only so many places you can be.
Well, I gave it to the apprentice to go get
No,
coffee.
there's not. What do you mean?
I gave it to the
What do you
new
mean?
kid.
Where's he going? He's going to work. He's in his car. He's at home.
Yeah,
he's
there's
here.
he's at work. There's 1,000 places at work.
It's at work, so I fucking go to the new kid. He's just like, "Oh, what do you want for coffee?" Which I'm not used to because it's usually me. So I'm like, "Oh fuck, I don't have any cash. I'm not ready for this yet. I'm usually just go to Timmy's to get my own shit."
yeah.
And I'm
You're
like,
pretty notorious with just wanting to give people your debit card
I'm like, here, go ahead.
instead of cash.
That's the thing he does.
It drives. Yeah, it's not a good thing.
No, it
to
isn't
be
good.
into.
Well, now you got to have cash, which I'm not used to.
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay, here's my fucking card. And next thing I know, there's $5. I'm like, I just got a coffee. I'm like, okay, so he bought somebody else a coffee too.
Well, because it's annoying. When you give someone your debit card, it's
Fuck
like,
yeah.
all right, man, a couple orders. Here's
Fuck
I got to
yeah.
tap this order, and then
Man,
cash.
don't
the
worry.
other
Every
one.
time I'm not just like, here's my card. I'm like, dude, I gotta give you my card today, buddy. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
man. I don't have cash, but I need a coffee, so fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But everybody did that to me, so fuck it.
Why don't you make the kid pay? It's only $2.
Yeah, because he's making no money, and I
So?
know that.
Give him 50 cents.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I bought my foreman a coffee today, and he's making double what I'm making.
Wow.
So.
Because just
He
worked
just
out
was
that way?
No,
or?
he's like, yo, Mike, give me a coffee today. I'm like, fucking fine.
What?
Yeah, but it's good because it's just like a
Call
stupid.
your
it's a
union.
no, but it's a stupid agreement, right? You just he'll get me shit.
Yeah.
He's
Plus,
like,
it's
he buys us breakfast.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, give you a fucking coffee. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That could be
$2.
way worse.
But he gets I get a coffee. He gets a fucking
French vanilla
pretty much
dip with
Whipped
like
cream.
$2.50 it costs. Like Jesus.
dip cone,
Christ.
sprinkles on
Yeah.
it.
Do you have any chocolate shavings on you can put on there? A couple of chocolate
If
shavings.
you don't mind, if it's 50 cents, just put it on his tab.
We're already $2.50 in. What's another 50 cents between friends, huh?
Yeah, no. So I gotta start having some cash on it. But yeah, I lost my debit card, so that was chill.
This kid lost it or you lost
I
it?
lost it. I put it on the table, and then another guy gave it to me. I put it in my pocket. Go to pay for the haircut, not in my pocket. I'm like, oh, that's really cool.
Why
There
did you
goes
put
it.
it in your wallet?
Because I didn't have my wallet on. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter, man. Doesn't matter.
All right.
Debit card's
trying to get to the root of the problem
I've
here.
never met a guy that like
Didn't
Mike.
have-
Mike is pretty. He's pretty. determined to make sure that his work is tidy. He sends it like the cable porn once in a while where like everything is tight. It's like,
Sure.
like braids tight. Looks good.
Well, that's what he's sending you. It looks good. Imagine what he's not sending.
But I would
you.
imagine he does work. Like he did work around this place. Looked pretty good. He does a good
Right.
job. He cleans
Takes
up.
pride in his.
But
work,
then other
is what he's
times you hear stories like this where like, I
saying. Didn't have my wallet on.
I gave a
me.
kid I barely know my debit card. He makes no money, and I got it back, and I went to pay, and
He's
it
a
was
craftsman.
gone.
He's
it
a
was
craftsman.
gone.
He's an artist.
How,
Doesn't
where do
care
they?
about
Where
his
can
money.
it go?
He's a
Where can it
starving
go?
artist.
I don't know. I just fucking said it's that. There goes that, and I just went and canceled. Got a new one. Fuck it. What am I gonna do? Like that's
They're basically
I think
free.
that-
They're not. Your name's not on it anymore. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I
right?
gotta
They just give you
fucking.
that-
A new one will come on Thursday. Or
with your
something.
name.
Yeah,
Nice.
a brand new free
Oh,
card.
that's pretty
So I
dope.
pay fucking whatever a month. At least debit card insurance, I guess I'm paying.
That's pretty good.
No, I don't
I don't know.
remember.
I don't think I've ever lost a debit card.
I've lost a few.
I've never lost a wallet or a phone or anything. I'm
Lost
good.
a
I'm
few.
good as fuck with that.
How's
never
that
broken
possible?
a phone.
I've lost a bunch of shit.
Broken
And I'm
a
not
phone,
the
I've
most
never
responsible person either. I'm just saying.
You do. I'll give you that though. You definitely fucking always make sure you panic when we're going across the lake and you're in the canoe to the island.
Oh yeah, fuck
Oh,
yeah.
like, I have my fucking phone on me. Like, I was like, whatever. Let's get a new phone.
Yeah, because I know I've gotten a new phone.
If it's near the end of the phone's life cycle,
it's still a fucking pain in the ass.
you
to
might take.
switch
But,
everything
you
over.
might take some more chances though.
No, I wouldn't.
Really?
I would no, because like I know getting your shit like moved over and not like just your contacts and shit. Like that can be
Everything.
done.
It's so annoying.
Well, if you lose your phone and it breaks, you can't do that, which fucking would be horrible.
It's the authenticator thing for me, like the two-factor authentication, where like it generates a random code for you. You can't move that to a new phone unless you have the old phone on
I
you.
don't even know what that
It's
is.
a huge pain. Huge
What is
pain.
that?
That's what I had to just deal with going from Android to fucking Apple.
Yeah,
It was
huge
like
pain.
like now it's just like it's like every year. Probably every year I get a new phone. I bet.
Yeah.
And it's every year around my birthday,
Mhm.
and then I just on my birthday is usually when I get contacts back.
Hmm.
Every fucking year, and I just realized this year because people were texting me being like, "Hey, happy
Right.
birthday!" Random numbers. I'm like, "Hey, thanks."
You don't
I
even want
know-
the number,
I
eh?
don't know who the fuck this is. No, I just say who
Oh,
the
you
fuck
say
this is.
that.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
I broke
You
my
just,
phone.
thanks, bro.
Yeah,
Thanks,
no,
bro.
no,
Who
no.
the fuck are you? Who the fuck
It's
is
like my
this?
New
aunt.
phone. Who's this?
Thanks, bro.
Thanks.
Thanks, you fucking idiot. No, I like fucking.
Why do you accost them?
Yeah, of
we
course.
just started. You already got to pee. It's been 1 minute. Oh my
No, yeah,
god.
man, like it's like every year, and then this year I got a text. It was from my cousins, and they were
Yeah.
just like Brad and Alina. Like I don't know which one it was. Probably Alina. She's like, you send me this every year. You're like, you break your phone every fucking year. Like it's every year.
It's
I
a
have
Christmas
to redo
tradition.
My phone. I'm like, yeah, man. Like, whatever, man. Don't worry about me. Worry about
You know what? People break their phones more than once a year. That's probably like pretty average, I'd guess. That 1 year.
Once a year. That's,
1 year
fine.
replacement. 1 year replacement.
And
It's
then
not that
also,
bad.
like in my defense, it's not like this is like the first new phone I've had in a while. Like the last two phones I had were your and Kenzie's old ones.
Yeah, we gave
So
you.
they
That's
were
right,
they were
yeah,
like
yeah.
pretty used, right? Like I didn't break them; they just died. on
We
me.
gave you, I think, an iPhone 5.
yeah.
That was
died
that
on
was
me.
mine, and then we gave you an OnePlus
3.
3.
And
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
died on me. So
yeah,
it's like I don't
yeah.
break phones.
That OnePlus 3 was probably, 4 years old when we gave it to you.
Yeah.
I guess something like
It
that.
lasted like another year, and then
Yeah,
this
yeah,
phone,
yeah.
like my last phone that I had brand new, lasted me a pretty long time. So I'm not just like savage with my phone, like, but it's like last two phones I had were like hand-me-downs. So I fucking
Right.
at the end of their life, you know.
Okay.
I just put them in the ground. Especially
now-
if you give them to me, because I'm not savage with my phones, but I'm definitely not like light on them.
I know. I think for the first time ever, I put a nice dent in my phone, like a crack in it.
Let's see.
You got a crack
No, but I
One
have,
of a
I have a
kind
screen.
now.
I have a screen detector.
detector.
A
This
screen
is where it
detector.
is.
The top left. That's as
happened?
bad as it gets for me.
Oh,
You went.
right
You
here?
just moved to the floor.
That's just on the screen protector, I think.
I know. I think it's just on the screen protector
Yeah,
too. But
yeah.
like
But you're
literally-
not gonna take it off to find
But
out.
that's how bad it gets. Top left.
It's like middle left. It's like middle left.
Whatever.
It's like
Oh.
middle left. Yeah, middle
Yeah.
left. Like right
Here?
there.
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Here,
right
here,
there.
Here. It's like right there.
Whatever. It's
Yeah.
like fucking. That was like the first week of having.
That's
this
like
new
how
phone.
bad it gets for me, and it was on the floor. But
You've
it
never.
was
I
me
know.
being
For,
an idiot.
I know for sure you never damaged your phone because you just called that top left. That's middle left. Easy. You never had described that before.
That is middle left.
That's middle left.
Oh my god, that's a fucking lie,
See, it doesn't matter.
dude.
It's not even
Middle
damaged.
left.
That's
It's not
middle
even
left.
damaged.
That isn't. Oh, you're a fucking crazy person, man. That is not middle
It's
left.
But,
middle
like,
fucking
but then you
crazy.
can tell like there's differences in people. Like if my phone is shattered, like, and like, I don't get how people do that.
And his rocket.
I've shattered a phone because I was working at my old job. It was in my back pocket for some reason. I think I was like texting, and then like the boss was coming around here, so I just quickly put it in my back pocket. And then I was just kept working. I was working in a control panel, and I just sat down in the panel because I had to go down
Brutal.
low, right on it, and it was right on like the corner.
Yeah.
Dusted it, man. Like the phone
It was bent, right?
It was
Yeah,
fucking
it was
bent, and like,
bent.
I could have kept using it, but it was like every time I scrolled on
It was
the
at an
screen-
obtuse angle though. Like your
yeah,
fingers would be all
literally.
fucked
Yeah,
up.
dude. And it was like I was getting glass in my hand.
That's my biggest thing.
extreme.
What?
It was extreme.
Glass
but
in your hand.
It was
For
extreme,
sure,
but
I
regardless.
totally agree with that. Like
But
every time I
regardless-
come near this, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. And the bottom too.
regardless
It's
though,
fucking sketchy.
but those
man.
Even if
screen
it wasn't-
protectors are not glass, though. I don't think.
They definitely are. Look at the bottom right. Is that bottom right?
No, that's middle, right?
Don't go fuck yourself.
Because it's like you gotta cut it into thirds.
So it has to be dead center. Oh my god, whatever.
I'm more of
man.
a cut
Is
my
that-
phone into 25ths kind of guy.
That's
yeah.
like a pizza.
That's northeast.
yeah. What's the longitude and latitude, please?
That is-
I'd hate to
Latitude?
play fucking COD with you. No, we're in the fucking this sector, this zone.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd hate to
go
play
there,
COD
it's
for a
only
lot
you.
of reasons.
It's only you. That's it. How's
You
the
guys are
PS?
Probably on par skill level.
How's the PS4?
I haven't fired it up
Haven't
yet.
fired it up yet.
But
Set
he's
it
got
up.
though.
I set it up, hooked up the HDMI cable, haven't fired it up
Nice,
yet.
these.
Can you-
That's baby steps, baby?
Right?
I
haven't got a
downloaded.
headset yet.
You got to get a fucking probably like whatever those things are, the compressors.
What does that mean?
Like an air compressor to blow out the fucking dust in that thing.
Oh yeah, you think?
yeah, I would guess.
No, it's fine.
You don't think?
I
I'm
just
definitely
think
gonna try to
the,
fire
the
it up
funniest
without
part about that is like he just gave you a hand-me-down system, which is like an immaculate system.
It
like it's
just-
a PS4.
It
and
like
it's still
just
so
became
solid.
it just became not the best system like
Yeah.
a month ago.
Yeah, and it's like, and the thing is, it's still like probably the best system because not a lot of people have PS5.
No one has a
Right.
PS5.
No one's got
Yeah,
a PS5.
no one's got a PS5.
Uh-huh.
And like, I'm not getting it. Everyone's like, fuck that, man. Like, it's just, it feels like just yesterday I spent $400 on this fucking thing, and now what PS5s are like a G Note. I'm not buying this. Whatever they cost, like, what? Because you can't get them anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Bitcoin money.
You don't
though.
need a headset, by the way. You can just plug your headphones into the controller.
How do I talk though? I need to.
You
He
need
doesn't have
a
a
mic on
mic,
the
though.
headphones. Go to Shoppers Drug Mart, get a $10 pair of headphones, just plug it into the controller.
Does it have a mic on them?
yeah.
Yeah, they
Man,
do.
it's so jokes. 'cause
It's
that-
so great. And like honestly, the other thing I realized playing that PS4 is that like for all the years I thought headphones were basically like disposable goods. They last you like a month and you just trash them.
Yep.
When they're only in your house, they last forever.
forever.
They
Yeah.
last forever.
No, I don't know. I use some of mine only at work, and they still die.
In your
But
pocket.
like, they last a long time, but not as
Yeah.
long as you think. But
You're
I,
using
yeah,
them
so
like daily though.
I've,
but what
I
I'm
had,
not
I had
using
one
them
pair for
for-
about a year.
yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
So we have all we do is like Microsoft Teams meetings now,
Ugh.
and like
Ah.
whatever, fucking Zoom,
Oh,
same
my heart,
shit.
my stomach, everywhere. It's just
Whatever.
pain.
We do virtual meetings. Who gives a fuck? So I'm at my desk. I don't have a mic. Like I don't have a headset with a mic. And you can tell everyone that you work with who's a gamer because they have like the fucking gaming
Oh,
and they
yeah.
have like the huge mic and
Are
shit.
they working from home?
No, they're
Like,
at
bring
work.
it in.
Yeah. Or it's like their old one. You could, because these guys are fucking super hyped on that shit. I have to like book a meeting room, go into that meeting room, hook up like the portable mic that they have, and log in at the meeting room and just sit in a meeting room by myself to go into those meetings.
I'm offended by what you just said because I use my PS5 headset on meetings
You're working from here
on
though.
Zoom.
Yeah, you're working from
At home.
Yeah, but still, why are you offending
I'm
people
just- I
who
never
use
said-
gamer headset? You're like
I
these
am.
hardcore
He's
gamers.
not. He's not.
hardcore
So?
gamers. Well,
He's
when you-
not.
what do you mean?
I am for sure though.
Well,
I
I'm
am
just saying you could
100%.
tell
I think
who's a
it's fine.
gamer.
I
I
think
said
it's
you could
fine.
tell who's a gamer.
Okay, all right.
And
all
these
right.
guys are like 50. That's a problem.
Okay.
You think?
It's fucking weird. These
50
guys,
is old to be still.
they
alive.
like, and like he will go around
Why?
and there's like
Maybe
two
it's
of them
not. Maybe it's not.
and they talk about Warzone and they sit on each other's desks and they just talk
Warzone.
about fucking gaming. And he's like, oh yeah, like I just have I just have a lawn chair in the garage. That's my chair.
A lawn chair?
Yeah.
I fucking respect that. Coming from a kid who always had shit chairs, gaming growing up, my chair used to be a shell of a chair with a beanbag chair in the middle of it. So
I still have a
respect
shit
it,
chair.
man. I respect
I,
it.
I sit on the fucking
You
table.
sit on the
in there.
ground.
I sit on the table or on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
don't even
it's
like.
I mean, fuck it. I don't think, man. Honestly, I don't like other than like. I don't understand why old guys gaming get such a bad rap. What the fuck else?
Because-
What's the difference? Like all these old guys, what are they doing? Watching golf,
Yeah.
watching sport. What's the difference?
I think
that's my.
I think it's just
whole
weird because
opinion.
like you didn't grow up gaming. You picked it up when you were like
So
35.
fucking what?
Like-
I don't understand the issue because like all these like everybody's like, oh, what the fuck are you doing wasting your time gaming? It's like, yeah, but like, what are you doing?
I didn't start gaming hard till I was like 26, probably.
Okay.
I just don't get.
Probably,
don't get the issue.
probably.
It's just like, dude, what? Like,
Because like I wanted to play when I was a kid, had no money, and then
Right.
like now I'm making a bunch of money and I have my
Bunch
own
of money.
house and
yeah,
like,
eh?
well, you know what I mean.
No, you didn't know his fucking grass was so green. Or
You know what I
This is
mean. Like you
podcast
just
money.
you just sit in front of your TV at night and you're like, I want to play video games. So
I think
you-
it's to me. It's
plug
like
it in.
you're 50 years old. You got other things to do, don't you? When you get home
You
from
think?
work, like
maybe not.
at 50.
You don't think they just?
I don't know.
handle
Aren't
it?
you like fucking refinishing a coffee table at home? Like, aren't you making something out of a skid?
Not everybody
Like,
does fucking things like that.
but like, I don't know. What do you like?
What are you doing? I'm doing skid art
You
tonight.
think that's what you're
I think you're
supposed to do?
burning a
Just
skid.
make things.
I don't know. Or like, is
No.
this shit breaking in your house?
mean,
Don't you have like a fucking copper pipe to solder?
Hopefully not.
No, you got to understand. Too,
I
but,
just-
like you got. The one thing I think too is like when those guys get home. Like I'm just speaking like on behalf of like my dad. Let's say like when he gets home from work.
You're speaking on his behalf.
Yeah, well, like
You're
when he
an
gets
agent
home.
of Jeff. now.
So like at night he's just chilling watching hockey or whatever. That's
That
what
would
he's
be
doing.
so jokes if he was
Wrestling, I
gaming.
guess sometimes. No, fuck. He would
You
just
come home, he's just ripping cod.
He's
He'd
just sitting on
he'd be in,
UFC.
like, the
Mike,
top
pick up
hun-
the sticks.
He'd be on the top 100 leaderboards in
I'm
NASCAR
trying to
games.
I'm trying to capture
Oh, fuck,
B.
guys,
I
Guy
gotta
is
help you
nice
out.
at the racing games just for no reason.
Turn
He
it
will
up.
fucking dust us. Anyway, fucking. But when he gets home from work, he just does everything he's supposed to do. He goes out in the backyard, he'll fucking cut the grass, break
Exactly.
the leaves, shovel the and then do everything else, and then he'll be done by like 4:30, and then he's just chilling for the rest
What
of
the
the night.
fuck time does he get off work at?
He works fucking like he doesn't work anymore, but he did. He'd be like up at 5, gone the house at 5:30.
He was grinding when I first met your sister. He was
Yeah.
like working weird hours.
yeah, I mean he gets home at like 3,
Right.
so but he's like out of the house at like 5.
Yeah.
So he could like he fucking, but he did weird shit. He worked shift work.
I know, but I don't know. To me, it just seems odd if you're getting home, and because like also by then, I know like, but this is where the dynamics actually shifting. Is like, I would come home if you're like a normal 55-year-old in my world. You come home, you eat dinner with your wife and your kids, and you watch TV, a movie with your wife and your kids. Now in this guy's world,
Watch a movie with your wife and your kids.
That is so like rare. I
Has
think,
anyone ever
honestly.
done that?
what do you mean?
Every night you just come home.
Not
Monday
every
to
night,
Friday.
but, like, you
Oh,
watch-
you
you're
have fun
gonna
at work
watch
today?
tonight.
Want to watch a movie with
Yeah.
their wife and your
No.
kids?
No, you fucking watch like at my house every day. They always watch Jeopardy together. It's at 7:30. I watch Jeopardy. We always watch Jeopardy
Yeah.
at 7:30, and then maybe whatever's on after. I
When
don't,
you were
but,
growing
like,
up, when you
but
were growing
now,
up.
right now,
Now?
right now, every
Oh,
day
boy.
during the week. My mom and dad are there watching Jeopardy every single night, and I
Yeah.
will also be involved in that 7:30.
Jeopardy's
watch Jeopardy.
Jeopardy's an,
It's a good show.
Interactive,
It's an interactive show,
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay.
But like what I'm saying is like in this guy's world, he comes home, eats, and then him and his wife just don't talk for the rest of the night.
That's like my parents to a T.
But you know what I mean? Like to me, that doesn't seem like
do you not think like I think the conversation density, this isn't like in my relationship, it's about density of conversation. So if Kenzie gets home from work and she's like in a talking mood, then
you put her in the cage. And
No.
go play COD.
I'll come into the kitchen.
She's just talking. You just put the headphones on.
No, I'll come into the kitchen. This is where my office is usually. Like I set up in the kitchen most of the day because the light's good in here for the video
It's
calls
not
and all
intrusive
that.
at all. but
Yeah, and so like, well, wait a minute, hang on. Anyway, so when she comes in, if she's ready to talk about something, if there's something going on, especially in the last little while, there's been like wedding stuff or guest list stuff or
Or
you
shit
know,
going on.
you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff
Uh-huh.
that we're doing, or like the house with you guys, right? That we talk
Yeah,
about like
yeah.
the finances, like how's it gonna work?
I have a
and all
call on
that.
Monday with Angela, by the way.
Great, can't wait. And
I was
so
gonna ask about that.
we talk about that stuff, and if I think the density of the conversation is going to mean that I need to be
Present.
great word, that's better than the word I was going to use. If you have to be present for the conversation, I got to be here. It's going to be dense. It's going to be half an hour, 45 minutes while she cooks dinner and while I'm sitting here or whatever. And then at the end
Really
of the
gotta wrap this up.
at the end of the conversation when we're done
35 minutes.
when we're done with dinner, we're done with dinner,
Dinner.
I might get like a snack or a beer. We sit here for a bit longer. I'll finish the dishes up, and then we go our separate ways because she doesn't want to talk longer than 45 minutes.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
good. I think
She
that's
wants
healthy,
to go
man.
she wants to go to the bedroom and read or something like that.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with my buddies online. all good.
Yeah, but I don't know. You set that precedent, and that's what you want to do.
I think that's
personally
pretty
like.
fucking healthy, man.
But that's like a dense. That's like it's a as our friend from the Unforgiven videos would say, that's a lean night.
That is a lean.
You know,
night.
that's a
That is
lean night.
lean
You
night.
get the table.
Yeah.
You hash out things you got to talk
Piece
about,
of meat.
guest
Sure.
list, invitations, stuff like that. Even yesterday, your sister got home from pottery for the first time, Mike, and was telling me about like the
the
ex-
lathe,
the,
or
ex-
whatever.
the experience,
Kiln.
her night on the wheel,
The
and
lathe. She's making a
yeah.
baseball bat and pottery yesterday.
she's chipping away at a little bit of wood. She's whatever. She tells me about her night on the wheel, and we talk about the invitations that came last night from the wedding. Talk a bit about what's going on with that, and then she disappears. I go back to my games. That's it. My buddies are there. It's all
Yeah,
good.
it's only going to get. It's okay. The way that I view it, like, is I just see what my parents did.
Before you start, do you think what I
No,
just
I-
described is
no,
weird?
No,
What about Will just described?
like it's totally depends on the dynamic.
He thinks
It
it's,
dep-
I
it
think
dep-
I think he thinks it's weird.
I don't think it's
It's
weird.
weird, but it's
not weird.
traditional, I
It's just-
think.
it's not weird. It's just not what I'm used to.
okay.
Right, so it's just it's all like whatever you fucking like on your plate, right? Like if you want that, that's fine. I don't think there's a problem with that.
I was saying because I never grew up with gamers or anything, and it was grew up with like not super traditional family, but like
We
you
used
know,
to do
you
that. Shit.
just
We used
spend-
to watch like Whose Line Is It Anyway? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah, you
like,
just
as a
spend
family
time
and
with your
shit.
family at
Yeah.
night. I don't know.
Yeah, we
That
used to
doesn't
do
seem that weird. You don't really have a family yet. It's like
No.
you and Kenzie, so like maybe you need your separate time. But when you have a kid, it's not
With
like
kids,
you're
it'll
gonna
be
doing
different.
That.
Yeah, it'll be a lot different. For
Yeah,
sure.
but like for the first bit, and then but like all I'm saying is nowadays it's like what I see in my house is like we have dinner, we don't eat together anymore. Everything's like fucking, everybody's just doing their own thing right now, which is like and they're chilling and they're like nobody's pissed. That was fucking pretty decent.
Jesus
Always.
Christ, what the fuck is wrong with your hands? That's
Now
not
he's
that's not
now
that
he's
hard. You
finally
can
fucking using them.
anyone can pull for like the fucking one or two good ones. But
I
that
can't, fuck.
fucking
Oh, I always
I
do
can get,
that.
like,
the accordion there, that was
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good.
bad.
Always. Well,
The
give me
mic,
like
the
30,
mic
give me
probably
like
caught that.
15 minutes. I'll do it again.
Holy shit!
But yeah, no, I don't know. I think like we used to do that when we were growing up. Like there's definitely like a bunch of times that I can recall. I can recall a period of time in my life younger. We'd watch like what you were saying, like Jeopardy. We'd do that shit as like a family and stuff. We'd eat together.
Jeopardy,
got
Wheel of
older.
Fortune's a staple.
Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I
Whose
fucking
line
suck
is it
at Wheel of
anyways?
Fortune. Fuck
Who
Wheel of
wants
Fortune.
Who Wants was fun. Millionaire was fun.
Oh, great.
Wheel of Fortune, okay. Jeopardy was
Jeopardy's
always
a
good.
fucking sick. Jeopardy's so sick.
I remember
Jeopardy
the
is
fir-
good, 'cause
Do you remember
it's
the
like,
first time you ever
ah,
watched Jeopardy
yeah.
and were like able to kind of get an answer here and there?
Oh, it was awesome.
yeah,
yeah.
it's so
Dude, that's
fucking
like
sick.
my
The
cousin,
first time you're able to do it was like, whoa.
Dude, my
Even
cousin,
now.
my
Whoa.
cousin Paul is apparently like a fucking phenom.
Oh
He
yeah.
just sits there. He's fucking smart.
It's probably so
Crush?
annoying watching it with him.
Well, I've never done it, but
You
want to
do it with
I've heard
someone
good
like on your
things.
same wavelength.
Yeah,
you know?
fuck yeah. Like you don't want to be in the room with somebody who's just crushing it, and like
Napoleon.
that's the whole thing. Where I'm like,
Rome.
I'm not gonna be. Yeah, dude, trust me, it's Rome. Like fucking, it's
Yeah.
Rome. It's Rome.
Yeah,
He's in my ear. I'm
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
calling him.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
with that game, you want to be hanging out with people just as stupid as you are. You don't
Yeah.
like. I'm like, you might as well go on the fucking show. And I'm
Right.
like, but he's like, he's going to be like a professor and stuff like that. He's like
Okay.
he's a
He's learned.
he's a professional
He's
student.
a smart boy.
Very. So
Right.
anyway, so yeah, but like I'm not fucking. I don't think I might have been lucky to get one answer my whole career.
What's wrong with the movies every night?
Well, it's just that's
At
not
Will's
a
at
thing.
Will's house.
That's
Will
like a Friday night.
Will actually, I don't know
maybe.
if just to recap for everybody, Will committed about 10 minutes ago to watching a movie every single night for the
You
rest of his
recap into the
life.
30 people that just listened to it 5 minutes ago.
Well, gotta make sure everyone's on the same page.
I don't know. It's unrealistic, but
I've never watched a movie with like anyone in my family.
Okay, maybe a
Last, like,
movie was
decade.
unrealistic, but watching TV is like the
TV
most
for sure.
traditional thing. Like,
Do you think-
you
so
have
are you
dinner
gonna-
with
are
your
you gonna
family,
have
then
cable?
you go watch TV?
you're a quality time guy.
Yeah.
That's the
Are-
that's
well,
just
like,
what it is.
Move into
I'm
your
just
mic,
thinking
move
of,
into your
like,
mic a little bit.
what-
Are you gonna buy cable when you move out?
No.
So like, what are you gonna watch?
Netflix. What the fuck you mean? There's
Well,
so
I don't
many-
know.
there's
Like,
so
you can't
much
watch
shit.
like a
Yeah,
game
cable's
show on
kinda really
Netflix.
Yes, you can. Jeopardy's on Netflix.
It is.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Get
You
outta
do when you
here,
binge
really?
the seasons of
100%.
Jeopardy.
What are you gonna do if you
I
already
already
know all the
watched the
answers?
season. I know all the answers.
Saw this one a
I
few-
know.
saw
It's
this
the
one a few years
stupidest thing to
ago.
have on Netflix for sure.
Pac-Man. I know this one. Got it.
I know. I don't know. I haven't thought about this. I'm not in that position. I still live at home. I don't know. I'm just thinking like, to me, what a traditional family does is you eat dinner and then you go spend time together in a room for a set amount of time. Like if you have kids and shit, I just don't think that like what you do now is gonna fly with like a kid between 1 and like 17.
New age families sit in a room and yeet dinner, and then
Yeah,
fucking
maybe. And talk about Bitcoin.
a red eye meme.
Yeah, had
all
to
night
bring
long.
it up. You had to bring it up. I was so fucking far removed. From
Who's
that conversation.
who's talking about their money right now? Where did we leave off here?
Just
One of
me.
you guys
It's
was
just been
talking about
me.
it. What did you spend money on this week?
I don't know, a bunch of fucking wood and shit.
Wood, lumber,
Some
yeah.
plywood in the back of my truck. Didn't
Lumber,
have a chance to
lumber
get dropped
futures
off.
at an all-time high, by the way.
Lumber is fucking
Yeah,
expensive.
no
I know.
shit.
expensive.
Everybody's working
Piece
on
of
their
fucking
house.
plywood in my back,
$20.
$50.
2x4, how
One
much?
piece.
One piece.
2x4, how
50
much?
bucks.
How much for a 2x4 right now?
I don't know, a few bucks.
Yeah,
$3,
That's
maybe
a lot.
$4.
$4 is a lot for like.
It's
a
actually
6 foot
probably
2x4.
more than that.
And we
Come
we're
on,
gonna have to,
really?
like, renovate too.
But
That's
this
gonna be
fucking plywood is
Jeez,
fucking
that's
and
a
that
lot.
I bought the 5/8 plywood. That was $65, and then today I bought only the half-inch, $50.
You
Better
know,
not
we
fuck up
bought
the piece.
we bought
I
five,
know.
our whole roof is 5/8.
Is it? Yeah,
Good.
fucking expensive.
That was
shit.
like, it was a lot.
That's
Yeah,
worth
fuck
it.
yeah,
That's
it
worth
was.
I'm
Spend
not,
money
I'm
on
not
that.
saying the
It's
cost
taking the
because we
damage.
paid cash, but it was
Taking
a
the
lot.
damage though. Fuck. What
Yeah.
are you gonna do? Chintz out on that?
yeah.
if
that's
you're gonna do it,
that's
do
the
it right.
floor of my bathroom now.
Is it 5/8?
plywood. Plus, I'm gonna put that other half on top.
plus heated though, you got to get the element in there somehow.
We
Well,
just
my guy I was working with, he's redoing his bathroom floor. He's got the heated. He's like in his
Oh, yeah.
60s. I'm like, fuck, that's decent.
it is decent.
And it's like, I'm like, was it expensive? He's like, no, man.
It'd be
It's
sick.
not that. It's
It's
not that
not.
expensive. I
It's
know.
just-
Well,
it's not.
What do you
Yeah.
get? What do you get? Is it radiant heating into the floors? How does that work?
no.
It's a thermos. That's probably just resistance.
A
I would
thermos?
imagine. He's got a thermostat.
Oh,
to it.
thermostat. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you wire it up.
It's just
No
resistance.
way,
Yeah,
really?
it's just like a
Think so.
resistor. I think I would imagine.
pretty
If
good.
I was gonna live
But
in
I
my
don't know.
place, I probably would do that because my bathroom is only 16 square feet that I'm walking on.
Small.
Dude, the guy, what he
So-
said, he says, fucking the cat's ass is what he said. That's how fired up he was about the heated fucking floor.
The fuck does that even mean?
Means it's fucking dope.
Oh, it is
It's the
fucking
cat's ass, man. I'm like,
For sure.
That's exactly what he's like. 64-year-old man.
Because it's like it's fucked. Because I don't know if you ever used it, like stepped on it before.
I don't think I'd ever be upset about a warm floor.
But it's like tile, but it's warm. It's
Yeah.
fucking trippy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his is like the penny tile. He was showing.
Oh,
me,
what
like,
the fuck? Really?
Yeah, but
Like
he
the little hexagon tiles.
yeah,
or
little
whatever?
fucking
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Those are but they come in strips like this.
Yeah, big mats. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but still, it's like fuck.
So what is that? Is that legit ceramic or is it like some kind of vinyl overlay?
I don't think it's vinyl.
What is
It's
it?
Not
ceramic.
vinyl. It's
Is
like,
it?
yeah, it's,
Those little hexagons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes in like
Oh, you know what? I guess we could probably get something similar in our bathroom, eh? With like the smaller pattern on the bigger sheet.
Is it? Yeah, that's pretty much what
Yeah.
it is. And it's like,
yeah,
and you
I
can
never
like,
thought about that.
and like they're little, it's like this big, and you can like flex it around. It's like a fucking. It's
Yeah.
like
That we don't have. That we
Oh,
don't
okay.
have. No, ours is all like
yeah.
rock
He,
solid.
like, but I'm sitting like, fuck. That's like for like what I want in my house when I'm older and like established. I want a fucking heated driveway.
yeah,
Fuck yeah.
No shoveling.
yeah. That would
Fucking
be pretty
brilliant,
decent.
man. It's like, man,
Yeah,
that
that
would
is
be
pretty
sick, man.
It'd be dope.
Because like I have
don't.
to shovel a lot, so it's like fuck me. Here we
Heating
go.
a driveway would be like
That's badass.
That
man.
is
that's such a
fucking
fucking like
badass.
It'd
that's
be-
like an underlying
it's
thing.
a
You're like,
flex.
oh, by
That's a
the
nice
way,
flex.
but it's only a flex to people who understand what it is, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, a shovel.
I never see fucking my neighbor out there shoveling, but his driveway.
It's always immaculate.
It's never icy either.
It's like perfect.
Is it like?
always.
Do you think it's like a switch you flip on, or is it just always like that?
No, it's probably something.
You'd
Yeah, I
flip a
know you
switch,
just
you'd flip
have
a
a
switch.
hot driveway unless
How
you have a
could you-
fucking sweet
because
car.
you really only use it for like what?
5 months.
I would say 3.
Mm,
December,
depends.
January,
Yeah, yeah,
February,
yeah, it doesn't-
maybe some of
Doesn't
March,
snow that much.
probably
anymore.
just like January, February, March. To be honest,
Yeah.
Here.
or whatever. What you pick your
Yeah,
3 or 4
3 months
months.
probably first. They'd be like, yeah, but then like, fuck, that would be sick.
that would be sick.
And like maybe if you had like a fucking sweet car and you don't have like a shelter for it or something, you just cover it and have some
With a
sort of
tarp?
heat under it or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, just like fucking that's shit.
Imagine you just
Yeah, that would be
sent a
sick.
fucking heated tarp over your driveway. Like,
You just
bring
park
it
on-
in.
park on
Come-
top
Comes
of
on
it?
a helicopter. They just drop
Oh.
it down.
man,
the
I'm just
the
like,
ultimate
I was-
flex would be if the helicopter stayed there all year and just heated the tarp and was
It's expensive. I
Other
paid like $4
helicopters
million
coming
a
in-
year for this.
other helicopters coming in to refuel
Yeah,
your
do
How do you
helicopter
pay
and
for that?
just
I have
staying
2
there.
bitcoins.
Yeah. Do you own that helicopter? I just rent it.
Eventually.
It's for
Eventually.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You give them
That
potential.
Bitcoin
share.
interest just pays for it.
I'm trying to delay what I spent my money on because I got a surprise for you guys. But
Fucking-
Delay it till when? Are we waiting for it to walk in the door? Like, just go.
what time is it? 30 minutes.
What? It's you're supposed to
Why
be the
does
first-
it matter?
Be the first segment for someone so prepared. For
This week I bought Collective Arts beer for the first time in a few sessions here. I bought about $50 worth. Got a few IPAs,
Got 4
a
beers.
few lagers, and Actually, it's cheap right now. It's about $11.
Collective Arts is usually cheaper than the other ones.
It's
for
about
sure, 'cause
11
They
Years
mass,
did
they
you get?
mass produce it.
It's $11 for a 6-pack right now.
That's
Pretty
really
good.
good.
Pretty good.
That's
So,
really
really?
good.
Yeah.
That's $2 a
Tall
beer.
boys?
so they got these ones. These
That's
ones are
really
$11. The audio visual.
The audio
and,
visuals, yeah.
so you
yeah.
got a
And say-
case of beer
I got 2 cases of each, and
for $50.
no, two sixes of each. Sorry, two
Okay,
sixes of
okay.
each. And Kenzie got like a gin, some kind of gin
Weed thing.
concoction. Yeah, gin
For
weed
free.
thing. Yeah.
yeah.
Delivered to the door. So
Oh, yeah. Nice.
which is only $3.
Yeah, I've had
Worth
that
it.
before too.
So let me ask you something about this process. Did you tip your driver when the beer came to the door?
No, because you pay before.
Okay, so you don't pay before for
You
the
can give them
driver.
cash, right?
Well, this is
What
what,
do you
they
mean?
Okay, so
When I had that delivered to my house,
Yeah.
I had paid it before.
you paid.
I
before.
paid before. They just dropped it off and were like,
That's right. See you later. So now Collective Arts brings it to your door, same as before, but there's a QR code on the box. It says "Tip your driver."
"Why?"
So yesterday I was like, okay, sure. Like
This guy works at the brewery though, right?
I don't know. I don't know where he works.
100% he does.
So I said to myself, like, I'll tip this guy $5. Here's the
Since when? What the fuck is your problem?
Here's the problem. So I go to tip the guy, and it's like this app or whatever. It says put in your credit card number for the tip. So I do it. It's all
what percentage is he getting?
It all looks good. I don't know. So I said I'll tip him $5 for the ride. Cool. I can see where he came from. His last stop was like 3 blocks from here, so it's not like he went out of his way to come to my house.
Of course.
So I tip him $5, and at the end of the transaction, it says, "Do you want to pay the transaction fee for the credit card? Because using a credit card, 60 cents on $5. Do you want to pay it, or do you want Collective Arts to pay it?"
Like it comes out of your $5.
Right. And so I paid it. I'm like, I'll pay it, no problem.
Whoa.
Then this morning, just out of curiosity,
They took up $50.
I went to my credit card.
You know
It
my
was-
credit card number?
There was a foreign exchange charge on it, and so
They
the
paid the
tip,
guy in US
and so the tip,
or Bitcoin.
the tip was almost $8.
Dogecoin.
whoa.
$8 by the time it was done, which is like near 20% of the total cost of the beer.
Yeah.
And so I tweeted Collective Arts today, no response.
You
Yet.
did. You're such a fucking rat.
Well, why the
It's kind of whack, though.
Why is it whack? It's
No, I mean, not that. No,
the
I mean,
tip,
yeah,
the tip
yeah,
thing
yeah.
is whack. They put the thing on the. Okay, so I would be with
Should
you.
be tip
I would
the
just
driver
call
and
them,
that's
though.
it.
Charge me for the fucking tip as part of the price. Put
Yeah.
5% on. Put 7% on.
It was
whatever.
also up to you.
It was up to me to charge him or to tip him 5%. It wasn't up to
Yeah.
me to charge him 5% plus
$5, you said.
Yeah, $5 plus pay the fee.
Yeah.
Plus pay the foreign exchange. What is there a foreign exchange? My card is Canadian. The
Yeah, but
brewery's
did they
Canadian.
explain that?
No, there's no explanation anywhere on
But
the
is
website.
it? Yeah, but like the thing is, like they're trusting a third party to do this.
That's what I
right?
mean. They didn't fucking do any research on this.
Yeah,
and
for
they
sure.
expect me to fucking figure it out.
Well, they'd expect no one to figure it out. They expect people to be like, well, I'm not gonna name. I almost just dropped a couple names.
Who?
To be like, yeah, sure, I'll fucking pay this. I don't care. I'm not even gonna look at this. I'm not gonna like. It's not
Brutal.
gonna bother
Brutal.
me. You know, and
Yeah.
like honestly, I probably would do that too.
The first when I saw the website,
I wouldn't do it again, but I would pay, and I'd be like, well, I was kind of fucking kite, whatever. Not gonna
when
do
I
it again.
when I saw the website for the tip, I thought I gotta check this when it's done. I forgot yesterday night, and then this morning I looked and I couldn't believe it. It was almost $8.
Yeah.
on $50 worth of beer. Come on,
I'm surprised you tipped it all. To be perfectly honest,
Well,
you're the,
fuck,
you're
the
the
guy-
big.
The guy's coming. He came here yesterday at like fucking 7:00. It's fucking
Yeah.
snowing. You know, he looks kind of like homely.
disheveled.
Yeah, he's fucking spent
He
all
works
day
at a
delivering
brewery. They
beer.
all look like that.
Yeah, whatever.
I think it's like part of the. It's like a requirement.
You know how much
It's trendy.
pussy that guy gets?
Probably not that much.
So much.
I doubt it.
You could.
All of it.
He's dropping the beer off my porch with a mask
Silver-tongued
on.
bastard.
Like just it's like an unbelievable farce. Like everything about this is a fucking joke. Anyway, so
Everything's a scam with you.
I just
I know.
Everything.
not everything. I
Ever
just-
since Bitcoin went up to like fucking whatever it's at,
I just
everything
think-
is a sp-
I just
everything
think this
a
is
scam.
like-
This whole water thing, I'm not
Everything-
buying it.
it's like a fucking joke.
Stopped drinking water weeks ago.
Look at me now. Bitcoin 70K, water, don't even need
Yeah.
it.
It's the government.
It's a scam.
government
You know where government comes? Yeah, you know where government comes from? The water.
Yeah.
government tells you to
You know where
fucking
water come from? Bitcoin.
government tells you to eat nothing but grains for your fucking food pyramid. What else does government say? Drink water.
Yeah, fucking
you
joke.
don't.
I mean,
need
eat
it.
They
nothing
say,
but
"Hey,
Bitcoins."
You can't fucking survive without water for 2 days. Hey, yeah, 2 days? Yeah, sure.
And,
Wait,
so-
look at me.
I spent my money on.
Drinking pot
I spent
for
my money
weeks.
on one more thing,
What's
but I'll tell you later in the show.
You bought fucking Coke or something? MDMA?
What is it so cryptic?
No.
Is it more Bitcoin?
No, it's not more. Bitcoin.
Later in the show or after?
I spent like
Later in the show. he
I
said.
spent several $100s on Bitcoin this week so far. I may spend more tomorrow. We'll see. But no, I didn't spend anything on that. I did buy.
I'm still actively waiting for it to go on a real deep fire sale.
Oh yeah, me too.
It's-
I'm just
coming.
waiting for my account
It's
to get
coming.
verified so I can potentially buy.
it's
something.
coming.
Your
I don't-
Instagram?
What is the price of
Yeah,
Bitcoin
my
right
Instagram
now?
account.
You
When
get
you get that
verified?
blue check mark. Now, okay, fine. I'll buy Bitcoin now.
Bitcoin right
It's
now
like
is
400K.
fuck 56,000 US. per
70K
coin.
Canadian. I was
It's a lot.
impressed.
It's a
But
lot.
like, regardless, the conversation we were having earlier is hilarious. With you guys, like there was so
It just drives me nuts already. Like
There's
I was there for
three
like
people.
10 minutes of
Three
it, and it
people
was like
here.
Ginweed.
No. This is like, don't even fucking start. They're
Go
guns.
ahead.
You can't interrupt me.
Go
anymore.
ahead. Okay, go.
Every time I tried to justify anything, I would start like explaining myself, and then they just interrupt me and start talking about it. You see this meme? You see this shit? I'm like, and then it would all come back to me. It's like, see, you speak with so much conviction, but you just don't know the facts. I'm like, you guys not even letting me fucking speak.
Bitcoin is like Waco.
It's a cult.
They're
It's like
like-
fucking cult.
what I didn't
True,
get was
true.
like, oh, it's like just a matter of time. You just wait. It's like it's already at 70K. What's gonna shut me up?
no
gonna be
kidding.
more.
I'm
It's
like,
gonna be
What's
more.
gonna shut me up? I've already watched it go from fucking 10 to 70. I still am saying the same shit. I'm agreeing,
And
but
man,
like
the amount of times in that conversation I said I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it, man. Yeah, I get it. But like I was playing devil's advocate because somebody fucking has
but
to.
why isn't
Yeah.
why isn't 100% of your net worth in Bitcoin?
Exactly.
I
But
don't.
you know-
you
you're-
own a stock, you idiot.
Yeah.
You're short Bitcoin. You're short Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's
You're
like,
short
I
Bitcoin.
feel
Yeah,
sorry
you
for
own
I'm like,
you own real dollars. You're short
Oh,
Bitcoin.
There's a
God.
meme going around on Bitcoin Twitter right now about like
Bitcoin Twitter.
billionaires who are short Bitcoin. It's anyone who like
Who owns
does
money?
anything but buys Bitcoin.
this is what I despise.
like Bill
about
Gates.
Bitcoin
Bill Gates
is
talking
the
about
demographic.
uranium. He's like people are fucking all caps on Bitcoin. On Bitcoin
It-
Twitter,
this is
Bill
what I
Gates owns
dislike
Bill
about
Gates
Bitcoin is
owns
the
uranium
people.
stocks. He's short Bitcoin.
They're so bipolar. These fucking Bitcoin people are like the stupider people that like, oh, Vin Diesel just bought Bitcoin. It's like, yo, check this shit out. But like,
He doesn't buy Bitcoin. Vin Diesel.
but I'm saying like the stupider people buy Bitcoin, they're all psyched on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, they love that shit and they eat it up.
What
and
about
they, like,
Chamath?
put it all over
Chamath
the
bought
fucking.
Bitcoin. Chamath is pretty solid.
Yeah, some people like that, but most people like love
Let's
being
try,
like, oh,
okay, why don't we just
stupid people
let's
buy
get right
Bitcoin.
into it. I got my first fucking topic here. Bitcoin crossed $1 trillion market cap today. A
Cool,
trillion
good.
fucking dollars is a lot
Yeah,
of money.
guess
Fine.
what? That happened in 2 of our fucking groups. Someone said that.
Here are a couple numbers for you to consider. What is the gold market cap? You think gold?
No idea.
Gold market cap. What is it, Mike? Go ahead. Come
I
on.
don't
take a
fucking
guess.
know,
Take a
man.
guess. It's
Tell
10
them. Tell
I'm
them,
fucking pissed about
It's
this conversation.
10
You fucked up by bringing me into this conversation
10 trillion.
before we started
It's
the
10
fucking
trillion.
goddamn conversation.
It's 10 trillion.
Oh,
The Dow
fucking
Jones-
He's
Christ.
got notes written down. We were never going to avoid it.
The Dow Jones Industrial Index. What's the market cap of all the Dow?
I don't even care anymore at this point. 'Cause I'm
Companies.
fucking,
What do you think it
fucked
is?
up by having your friends over here and pissing me off. Before the show
Bitcoin's a
starts.
trillion. What do you think the Dow is?
I don't know. The Dow's only 30 stocks, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, but 30 big stocks. So I would say 13.
13 trillion?
Yes.
What do you got?
8.
It's 8 trillion. Good guess. That's a really good guess. Yeah. Dap up for that.
Nice.
S&P 500. What's
Way
the cap
more.
there?
25.
18.
31. And the
Damn.
NASDAQ
You're in the same
100.
ballpark.
Smoking me tonight.
NASDAQ absolutely crushing the last 365 days, by the way. What's the
35.
what's the NASDAQ 100?
35.
41.
7.5.
So wait, that's
Yeah.
what it's. Wait, so this is what these are worth. These ETFs or whatever they're ETFs.
The
No, it's
full-
every
all the
stock
stock on the index.
inside that.
all the value of all the
market.
company.
So S&P 500 is a market.
Well,
Nasdaq is a market.
it's what the fuck do you call it? It's an exchange.
I would
The
call
S&P 500 is like
I would call it an exchange. It's like a
No, it's not an
collection. It's like a
exchange. There's the
collection of stocks.
So okay, so
Basically.
but they're just like registered under the Nasdaq, registered under the S&P 500.
based
well,
on-
kind of.
those are different things. The Nasdaq is an exchange, just like the New York Stock Exchange is an exchange.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
The
like
S&P
it's like a
500 is an
thematic-
index.
It's like a thematic separation of stocks in some cases.
It's an
Like
index.
Nasdaq's
Brexit.
is all like
It's
technology or
Brexit.
something.
It's basically what
It's a
Brexit
Brexit.
is. That's what that
It's the
is.
same thing. Okay.
Same thing as breakfast.
Oh, it's breakfast.
It's breakfast.
You want some
Interesting.
food?
Uh-huh.
Come on the Nasdaq, baby.
So let's do
continental breakfast year
food.
round.
Well, I'll put you on the spot here for the second edition,
Little fucking
second
medicine.
second week in a row of Will's calls.
Nice.
Will's calls
Uh-huh.
is the market cap of Bitcoin or the market cap of the Dow going to be greater at the end of 2021? Dow is $8 trillion right now.
And what is Bitcoin? 1?
One and change, probably 1.05 or 1.1.
The Dow.
The Dow
At the end of this fiscal year,
this calendar year.
Dow.
Dow. Okay.
You think Bitcoin.
I'm not saying anything.
We
thinks
are,
Bitcoin.
though.
You're saying it with your face.
No,
well,
no,
that
no.
means you're saying that you're not saying that
You just write down.
Bitcoin is going to go up
Oh.
8-fold. So that means if the NASDAQ doesn't go anywhere, Bitcoin has to go from whatever it's at now times that by 8.
Yeah.
It's going to go up 800% this year, where the NASDAQ's going to stay flat.
In the trillions.
It's already
Yeah.
up since March. Bitcoin
It's
is
going
up.
to be at 64 trillion. No,
Bitcoin
8
is up
trillion.
since March, up almost 1,000%. It's a lot.
But
Exactly.
I can't
and you
see
think it's
that
going to go
trajectory
up and
continuing.
yeah.
I can't fucking see it. Like I'm just saying. Like,
But it
I-
might.
no,
But it
listen,
might.
Fine.
I
And
hope
that-
it doesn't. I hope it goes to fucking 0.
Don't
so
be-
everyone can shut the fuck up.
That's my only thing with it. It's has nothing to do with like it's I don't think it's not a good investment. I really
Yeah.
don't think that. But like the best part of it is like and I'm taking this from the conversation we had not an hour ago. It's that I was sitting with 3 Bitcoin heads and now I'm changing it to
Bitcoin
big time
heads.
cult because
Uh-huh.
it is that. It's like if you're all in, you're stupid if you're not in their opinion. And,
Yeah.
and yours too. But like,
No, I don't think you're stupid if you're not
this
in.
is what I'm fucking taking from the conversation we just fucking had.
Okay.
And I'm
Right.
just sitting there like thinking like, and this is why I fucking hate Bitcoiners is because of what I just like. I'm sitting here trying to play devil's advocate just to like add a little spice to the conversation.
What's the devil's advocate position?
I'm just saying. All I said was my favorite question to ask is, what if it goes to 0? What's your plan? If somebody who has 90% of your net worth invested in Bitcoin, just hypothetically, what if? And they're like, what do you mean? Like, what the fuck are your facts? What do you mean? Why would you think it's going to go to 0? I'm like, did I say that? Or are you just fucking like diluted in the fact that you think it's never going to 0 and you're stupid? I'm like,
Okay.
whatever.
so the- wait a minute,
let me
so-
no,
it's
let me
conspiracy
ask
So
you.
theory.
you're
shit.
wait a minute. So I want to characterize your position accurately here. You're asking the
My
Bitcoin,
position has nothing to do with what I just said.
You're asking the Bitcoin. No, but when you were playing devil's advocate for the Bitcoin
yes, I'm
crowd,
just playing in the conversation.
your position there is what if it goes to 0?
Yeah.
And your complaint here is that the Bitcoin crowd goes, huh, it's never going to go to 0. Why do you think it's going to go to 0?
Pretty
Instead
much,
of
and-
giving you a decent answer.
I ask questions because I am fucking not learned. I want to know. So I'm like, as opposed to just like riding a wave, I'd rather ask questions.
Okay, Joy, let me say this. Like you said, what if it goes to 0 and everyone says, what the fuck is never going to 0? What stock would you compare it to if one of the two is like as likely to go to 0?
Ooh, that's a good
Bitcoin and what? Would you say like Tesla? Or would
That's
you
a
say,
good comparison, I would say. Tesla, yeah.
or would you say something more rock solid, like a more established
Apple?
company? Like, there's no fucking way. If you say Apple, I'm gonna leave right now.
Oh, there's your beers.
Is this what you wanted to wait for the rest of the fucking podcast?
He's such a fucking
What would
idiot.
I
He's such a
compare
fucking
Bitcoin
pizza.
to as a stock?
Like, as likely to go to 0.
Yeah. Like the risk.
When it's
profile.
so like, because you guys act like it's like, oh, it's never gonna go to 0. Like, if someone told me,
I think
oh, why do you own Apple? It's going to 0. Then I'd be like, bro, it's not going to fucking 0. They
No
sell
way.
iPhones. Like, I get that. If you're that convicted, give me a comparison to a stock. Because if it's not, it cannot be Apple.
I don't have one. It's not Apple.
So to
It's
me,
not Apple.
like the
It's less than Apple.
I don't
Bitcoiners
have
are
one.
on par with like conspiracy theorists when you ask them questions. Like people that are so invested on one side of an argument, they're like, dude, just look it up, man.
Look it up.
Look it up. I'm like, okay, fine. That's exactly what you fucking guys do.
I think there's
Like you got to know the facts. I'm like,
Look.
I'm not fucking invested in it. I never said it was a bad thing, but I'm allowed to ask questions.
Well, they
I
act
want,
like-
I have questions.
Yeah, yeah.
I like when I
questions.
ask questions.
Questions
I
are
am-
good. They're
When
good.
I have questions, I am like I'm admitting to the fact that I don't know.
But they come at you because you
I feel
come at
sorry
them
for you,
like
man.
like not hostile, but
It's just
You're
how
like-
my personality.
you're like
yeah.
sort of second guessing.
It's
them,
it's
and they kinda
adversarial.
take it as, like,
Yeah, it's
defensive.
adversarial.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
that's just like who I am. Because I'm just asking them a question.
No,
and-
it's also who they are though. It's Bitcoiners. They get defensive as fuck.
yeah, and I'm like, yo, I'm just asking a question.
I
Like,
think
like
there's-
I'm admitting I don't know shit.
I think there are a few like tiers of there's tiers of Bitcoin advocacy, and one is like the guys who bought Bitcoin in 2010 or 2011 who watched this thing go from whatever it was then, $5 a coin or $10 a coin to 55,000 US. That's a tier of
So many of those people must have sold.
that's a tier of like, zealous defense that I'll never know.
I get it, but
I
like
can't
at the
speak on
same
that.
time, it's like you should still like every investment. If like, and I don't have many of them, but like any time, like I've had a rock solid investment, I've made a bunch of money. I've never been like, this is the truth. Fuck it, I know.
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I've been like, oh, that did well.
You've never been as convicted of a stock as everyone is of Bitcoin.
Yeah, and it's just like, and that is what I despise.
I don't
about
think-
Bitcoin it has nothing to do with the coin itself or whatever the fucking the concept of Bitcoin. I
A
don't have a problem
token.
with it.
Yeah. I don't think
It's
I
the
don't,
people. They're
It is
like,
the
yo,
people, for
fucking
sure.
shut up. Like,
there's
it's like,
a
it was I was getting so mad sitting in that fucking chair because like I'm asking questions and then you guys would just interrupt me and then just be like, you see this meme?
I know.
Like, this is pathetic.
it is fun
It's
to talk.
pathetic.
It's fun to talk about memes and stuff, but
Not when I'm asking questions and then when you guys disregard my question
Yeah.
and then just come back, like, dude, I feel sorry for you. You're not invested in it. I'm
Look,
like,
I think-
I'm gonna fuck you guys
I
up.
think there's
Physically, like
I
all
think
three of
there's
you guys against me. Oh, fuck you.
I
up.
think there's some element of like
Drives me nuts, man.
some alcoholic
idiots.
drinking involved in there too. But I'll say this.
Whatever.
I'll say this. For Bitcoin to be successful, it's not about what's the risk profile compared to the stock market. It's not about what do you think the odds of it going to zero are. It's not about any of that stuff. It's
Is there
about
any
Obviously, that's
is
just
there
a
any
question
other-
I
is-
asked.
is
What do
it-
you mean? That's nothing to do with anything, obviously.
well. I thought the question you asked was like, what's the stock
What's a comparable
comparison?
stock?
yeah.
I don't.
It's right
I don't.
now,
And you
Tesla
just
to
said
me.
that's got nothing to do with that.
I just don't.
Obviously,
I don't
that's
think
got
there.
nothing to do with
I just don't.
anything.
I don't think there is one. And the reason I don't think there is one is because there's like this misconception about Bitcoin that
Yeah, because the fucking
gotta be-
demographic ruined it.
no,
Democrats
no, it's
ruined it.
it's
Fucking
got to be
Democrats.
it's got to be
Damn
comparable to
Democrats.
it's the thing is that there's a lot of people who think it's got to be comparable to a traditional investment vehicle. I don't think it does. I think that's
No,
where-
they don't, because they dump their whole everything they have ever owned into it, and they don't understand that people like to diversify still.
That's
Divers-
my point I made.
diversification
Exactly. Thank you
diversification
so much for
is
saying that.
diversification is important, and I've said to you guys before and to the people who are here at the table before you guys got here too. We talked about this maybe before you got here, Mike, but I have tried to outpace the Bitcoin chunk of my portfolio for now the better part of 2 years, and I can't do it.
But it's not about
Yeah.
fucking. But that's like
It is.
but that's
You're
fast
talking.
eating.
No, but you're talking about diversification, and so it's not that I'm not trying to diversify. It's that no matter how hard I try, this thing keeps outpacing
Yeah,
in
but you're
dollar
supposed
value.
to. But if you
Right?
really wanted to care, you would rebalance your portfolio.
I would
what
cut. I
normal
would cut.
people
Yeah,
do.
like I would like cut the Bitcoin
Yeah.
by selling. The problem is that it's not tax protected, so I don't do that. Right? I just watch it grow and grow and grow. And
And the thing is, look, I'm not against it. I'm going to say this again. and
no,
I
no,
said it,
you're
like,
right. No,
Many
you're right.
times
You're right. You're
in
right.
that conversation.
No,
and I'm
no
like,
one's saying you're against it. The point I would make to people who think that like it's
Cult.
the point I would say to people who think it's like
Yeah.
a cult or
It is
that
a
it's
cult.
or that it's like
It's a call, but it's not a bad one.
or that it's like being like there's like a bubble that's being produced around it by people who are more interested in memeing and social media engagement than they are in the
when it goes
the-
up $10,000,
the underlying
Canadian a
asset.
day, it's pretty fucking. You
But-
turn some heads.
But
Yeah.
the other
it's
side of that,
impressive. It's producing results.
the
You
other
gotta
side
give
of
it
that coin is that if you look at the S&P or the Nasdaq now,
established.
you're looking at companies like Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, Square, Tesla's in every Nasdaq, every Q. If you buy a Q, Tesla's there. It does a lot of auto funding, a lot of pensions, a lot of all those things who are friendly to Bitcoin. Either they hold it on their balance sheet or they're investing in Rails. BlackRock announced today they're dabbling in it. I would, argue that if BlackRock,
It's because they're all diversifying. This is what like
but they're
when
getting,
everyone
but they're
says
getting
that, they're
into
like,
it. They're getting
Carl
into it.
Icahn, man, he's bought.
I don't
Bitcoin.
care. I don't care
Sure.
about those one guys.
He's bought. This
I don't
guy
care-
bought $10 million
Yeah,
worth.
like, I don't
worth
care-
of Bitcoin.
I don't care about
he
the-
is also he has fucking $7 billion.
The one
that means shit
guy-
to him.
the
He
one
put that in
guy-
a fucking vending machine, get a Coke out, and be like,
That's
"Cool,
right.
is that what
so
the Coke costs?"
the one guy who puts money in, fine. But I would say by the same token, Will, that if a place like BlackRock puts 1% of their $1 trillion under assets into Bitcoin, it sets a price floor. And so why wouldn't I decide? Am I going to sit in cash when the United States, continues to move their $1.9 trillion relief package through Congress day after day? They're adding more money. They're talking about student debt relief. They're talking about all these things. Why wouldn't I move some of my cash allocation into Bitcoin?
Why not gold?
gold is in the same place it was a decade ago.
Why? It's
The
the same
same.
thing.
It's in the same price.
It's not
It's
down.
Not, it's not the
the same
same.
fucking
It's
thing.
not the same, and I'll tell you why. The price of Bitcoin and the price of gold, in real terms, we'll go. Why don't we start with nominal terms? In nominal terms, the price of Bitcoin is what, 30 times, almost 30 times the size of gold. I think an ounce of gold is about $1,700 US right now.
Sure.
It was 1,700 in 2010. How can you tell me that Bitcoin is not as good or even a comparable inflation hedge compared to gold when the gold bugs are telling you, this is the place to park your money. But if you look 10 years back, the price in US dollars after all the inflation,
But it's the same thing. They're both just
but it's-
finite. They're just finite resources.
But,
is what they both
but
are.
you know what the problem is? The market has decided that one is better than the other.
Well, that's what we're saying. Why
So-
though? Who it doesn't actually make sense
Why does
to buy Bitcoin
why
over
does the
gold.
why does
You're
the
doing
why
it,
does the
Peter.
market why does the market think anything is better than one thing is better than
Because
any other thing?
companies produce revenues and produce profits.
That doesn't matter anymore. Hasn't
100%.
it may at some point, but it hasn't in a long time.
Still
I think we talked about like last week on the podcast, so like Disney's trading at like 10 times earnings, and Netflix, who has never made money in a fiscal year, is trading at 200 times earnings.
But projected earnings though.
Projected earnings is one thing, but like why can't we project out
Yeah,
for
but gold
Bitcoin?
doesn't have earnings and Bitcoin doesn't have earnings and shit, so it's just like it's the
There's-
same fucking thing.
There's
to
other
me.
there's other stuff.
It's just it's just digital gold.
There's other stuff.
It's like the gold rush of our
There's other
age.
stuff in Bitcoin, like the stock to flow. Like if the price of gold goes up, there's a conceivable way that technology would catch up with that price and they'd mine more for cheaper and would drive the price down. Where Bitcoin, there's not that option right now, at least until quantum computing becomes a thing, because the difficulty of each Bitcoin mined every 10 minutes adjusts every week or 2 weeks. So if the Bitcoin's
Yeah,
being
but-
mined faster,
but it
the
will.
the algorithm adjusts every 2 weeks to make it more difficult. And so if you look back at the historical Bitcoin mining time, it's every 10 minutes.
What the fuck what do you mean it makes it more difficult?
There's like a built-in system. So the mining
There's
of
something like
Bitcoin,
defending Bitcoin?
that's right. It's,
What?
It's code. It's
But
incredible.
what the fuck is, how
It
is
is-
that? Which
it's an
was it AI?
Yeah,
Really?
it's just the algorithm defends the fucking
so
price
it's
of
like,
Bitcoin.
it's like protecting a virus.
So the thing,
That is a trick.
so it gets harder.
That is
Yeah.
a fucking trick.
if computers get better at getting the Bitcoin,
They're
They're
going
going to
to
get better at defending it.
it gets better at defending
That
it.
is fucking crazy.
And it's
They're
been
doing
doing-
that on their own.
and it's been doing that
And
for
we're not scared of this.
and it's been doing that for 12. It's
Is
been
that not
It's been
terrifying?
doing
Like,
that. So here, it's been doing that
That's
for 12.
terrifying.
No one knows about the
Computers shouldn't be. They shouldn't be intelligent.
the
They
diffi-
shouldn't- they
the
should-
difficulty
They
of
should just do what we say, and then. Like,
But it's
we
doing
all
what we
like-
say.
Yeah, but then it's like also developing like antiviruses. Like
What?
shit.
I don't
There's a
know if
lot-
it's
there's a
that.
So
lot
if,
of
like, say,
people-
like, no, wait, just listen. Hypothetically, we're the virus mining the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is the treasure.
Yeah.
We're getting it. The computers are figuring out a way to be like, we just make this more difficult.
You're doing it too fast.
I think so.
We're
Yeah.
getting this too fast. We need to fucking upgrade our code first when not being told to do so.
So you
is
basically-
that not terrifying?
But
to
they
you?
were told to do so.
It's
That's
an
the algorithm.
It is an
Who's
incredible.
telling it to do that?
The
That
guy who
original
designed
algorithm.
it. The guy who designed it
And then it just gets exponentially better.
just keeps doing
By
it.
because it's like reading the inputs and it's responding to the inputs. So it's like if inputs get to this, well, the fucking outputs are going to be like this.
So if it
is
becomes
that not
too,
insane to you?
it's so this is
yeah.
it. This is an incredible thing that
That's
people.
fucking terrifying.
So a
We
lot
should
of-
stop mining Bitcoin.
A lot of
or
people.
we're going to be fucking working for computers.
cyborgs, yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that the Bitcoin difficulty adjustment exists at all, and so they talk about
I'm investing in miners. Fuck
they're
it.
like
I'm
why
not buying
they're
Bitcoin.
like
I'm
why
buying
don't
Bitcoin variants?
they're like what's
really,
gonna
that makes me want to not invest in Bitcoin miners.
they're like what's gonna happen
mean,
if
personally, It's maybe
Yeah.
a bunch of money.
they're like what's gonna happen if the Bitcoin gets too easy to mine? Well, the algorithm adjusts. It's been adjusting for
If
12
it gets
years.
too easy to mine, like just say like
Think
no
about-
algorithm, the Bitcoin's
no,
worthless.
but think
we
that-
also know,
That's-
but now we can know. It's like, okay, we're gonna fucking mine this many bitcoins in every month. Don't they just know that?
that's set. That's part of
Exactly.
that's part of the equation. That's a positive. That's a feature, not a bug.
Why? Because
Because
we're gonna
you-
know when it's over.
Because you know what the inflation schedule is, unlike the U.S. dollar, which may print 1.9 trillion based on the votes of people who would prefer to work at McDonald's or stay home and
Why
smoke
doesn't this
Juul
fucking
pods.
Satoshi, whatever the fuck his name is, just be like, open it up? Just mine it all
Because
next week.
that's
Fuck
the
it.
other.
Let's just
That's
get
the
this-
other.
just
That's
get
the
it all
other.
out
That's
there.
the other beautiful thing is that the guy who invented it has never revealed himself. He mined 1 million of the coins
He
and has
holds
never
1 million coins.
He's never fucking revealed himself. The price has gone to this fucking level.
So
and
he's worth what, $7 billion?
He's the richest man on earth.
What?
He's the richest man on
He's got 1 million
earth.
coins
A
and
million
$1 million
Bitcoin.
Canadian. So
Yeah. $55K US each.
So what's that? What's the math? Am I fucked?
I don't fucking know. The math,
55
man.
billion.
Look at me.
5.5 billion.
Look at
55 billion.
It's 550 billion.
550. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's
Well, I
see
mean,
the fucking
paper
math.
though. We talked about that.
Unrealized gains.
Paper.
And so the
million,
guys never revealed
billionaire,
themselves.
Whatever.
The system is.
But what's that money worth?
It's
Well, if
ve-
it's
I don't
just
know,
sitting
man.
there.
Shit's fucking coming out with ease on my fucking calculator.
that's
so
a
you
that's
know
a meta.
It's a lot.
That's
Yeah,
a
same with
meta
this one.
question.
Yeah.
That's a meta
Just
question.
blow off the dust on
Like
my
what?
brain. I
Like
haven't
what's
used
it?
in a
What's it
minute.
worth? I don't know. And where's the end of this? I don't know. But how? My question. The ultimate question. The question about Bitcoin is not like. It's not. It's not about.
questions about Bitcoin.
It's
I
not
had questions
about.
about the people
Yeah, it's-
behind it because
it's-
they're fucking annoying.
They're having fun.
No,
Why
they're
wouldn't they
not.
have
They're
fun?
fucking not. That's fun.
Why wouldn't
It's
it be-
pathetic.
It's fun to
fun.
belittle people.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
It's
is. It's like,
fun.
oh, I feel sorry for you. It's like, I feel sorry for you.
It's fun to
man. Like,
respond. It's fun to respond to every tweet about some stupid thing that people considered 10 years ago that some fucking retard on Twitter with a blue check mark says is a brand new criticism. It's fun to respond to that with
With a
have fun
rocket?
staying poor.
Sure, but
that's
like-
a fucking funny
but-
response.
but the thing
it's
is-
funny
no,
to
no,
put
no.
in. It's
Yeah,
funny
no,
to
no,
put
no,
in
no,
on
no. This is fucking
55,000.
whack.
It's fun to put in at 55,000 laser eyes in your fucking avatar on Twitter until you get to 100K. It's even more fun to see
No, no.
US. It's even more fun to
No,
see
shut
US
the fuck up.
senators.
Shut the fuck up. This has
doing
nothing
that
to do with
too.
this. This has nothing to do with this. This has everything to do with
talking
people.
about the
No,
people.
Just listen to me.
Okay.
This has everything to do with people being like, oh, you're fucking stupid. You're not in Bitcoin. You're not all in on Bitcoin. It's like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
You know, like, why am I stupid now? Because I'm playing the game. I'm playing the game of like that is offered to me.
I've yet to see the all in or you're stupid crowd. I've never seen that.
Oh my god.
I've yet to see that. All in or you're stupid is not a good idea. You shouldn't be all in on anything. I don't
Fuck
think.
no. Definitely not.
All I'm saying is, man, like I've said it, and I said it 100 times in the conversation beforehand, but nobody fucking listens because they're exactly like conspiracy theorists, which is arguably the worst conversation to have. They can be fun. Conspiracy theories are fun because it's fun to hypothesize and make shit up because
It's fun when no one's actually believing it.
Yeah,
it's
and then
fun
when
when
they-
you're like fucking around with a buddy, or like me and you, or like us three, are
making
on the,
shit up.
on the outside looking in. Like if there's like two other guys here that were super into like a conspiracy theory, it would be fun for us.
Right.
It's
To like,
it's the exact same conversation if I talk to a guy who's a Bitcoiner. I'm just gonna call him a Bitcoiner versus a conspiracy.
That's what they're
conspiracy
called.
a
Bitcoin.
bit-
It's the same.
king.
It's the same
Bitcoiners.
fucking thing. And like, I ask a question, they dance around for a bit, they come back, they belittle me, and then they move on. And I'm like, you didn't even answer the question. I asked a question, and you're coming at me saying I don't know facts. I know. I'm admitting I don't know facts. I'm asking questions
Yeah.
to the fucking know-it-alls that have all the answers.
People-
People not answering anything.
I think you're right, Mike. People who
drives me fucking crazy. It
I think-
completely turns me off it. I'm like, I'm just going to invest in Bitcoin maybe if I ever get this fucking shake pay, you hear me? To work.
show sponsor.
God damn it, man.
I think that you're
But
right.
if I will invest in it and I will say fucking nothing to no one.
I think it's fair to say that people who have like
They're obsessed, and it's like I'm like, yo, okay, man, you're that guy.
It's
if,
just-
if you have a significant amount of Bitcoin, like I said this on the show like a month ago, like I don't pursue my friends about it anymore because I just don't care.
You don't bother me with Bitcoin.
Why
You're
would
just,
I?
You're just
Why
an
would
advocate
I?
of it.
you
I
just
think
berate the
yeah,
group chat.
our
with
group
it.
chat.
And,
I
you-
do.
and it's the best because you don't care that we don't respond.
I just want you guys to buy it.
Yeah, yeah.
I like you guys, so I hope you buy it.
I get that,
but
but
if you
it's like-
don't but if you don't, I'm not gonna like belittle you or badger you.
That's the thing. When,
you know,
when
like I
someone
don't care.
has made a lot of money off Bitcoin and they look down on other people, it's like, man,
It's
you
not
bought,
fair.
you bought one thing, got super lucky.
people who made a lot of money on Bitcoin don't do that. Like
I don't know.
I don't know,
Maybe
man.
not
like,
a lot, but the
I'm,
people that
I'm
have
fucking
made-
sitting on a nice chunk of change on Bitcoin, and I don't fucking belittle people for not
No,
having
but
it.
you preach a lot.
I appreciate you guys because we're friends. I want you to buy it, but I don't say like, "Oh, you don't have it, you fucking idiot!" Like, what's wrong with you? You
Maybe not
dummy?
seriously.
No
yeah,
way.
sure.
I would never do that, man.
But okay, but
No
I feel
way.
people that do that, and maybe that they haven't even made like hundreds of thousands of dollars. People that have made like a few grand on it, even, are just like, yeah,
They got
You're still
they got
invested in the
0.1
stock
Bitcoin.
market?
They bought $37.14, and they're up
Yeah.
to $39.
you've never bought a stock in your life, but you bought Bitcoin like fucking 2 years ago, and you
Yeah.
think that like you should start a
Scam.
hedge fund.
Total
Dude,
scam.
imagine like way in
Hedge
the earlier
fund.
days, like, dude, you've never saved a paycheck before.
I'm starting
Got
a
like
hedge fund.
$800 in the bank. Are you kidding me?
I just think
Pretty fucking Joe. It's in my savings. It's not
Yeah.
even doing anything.
I think
you
that,
have
like-
no money.
I don't want to talk about
Fucking
Bitcoin the whole
loser.
show, and I got some other stuff here we should talk about.
Yeah,
but
let's do it.
let me
I
close.
just wanted to say.
Let me close with
Just
this.
wrap it up, Mike.
Let me. You want to say something?
I just wanted to say I've got no problem with Bitcoin. I have a problem with Bitcoiners, and they're
Yeah.
fucking annoying.
Ginweed is like, you know,
He was whatever diplomatic. His
Yeah.
girlfriend was fine too, but they just came at me, and I'm like, the fact that they like. You just don't know the facts. I'm like, I asked questions and you didn't answer them, and then you attack me about it.
Are
The
there
whole
facts? I'm starting to believe there isn't any facts.
I just tried to give you some of the facts.
No, the fact, like, but it doesn't matter. It's like the facts. Whatever the facts are, I don't give a fuck. I'm just asking questions, and it's not like in a conversation like this is a good like conversation.
Yeah.
But it's like when you're in a conversation like that, when you're just shooting the shit, like, and I'm the odd man out
Boozing.
with 3 Bitcoiners.
That's the problem, though.
I'm like, I'm just asking questions, and then I'm playing devil's advocate because it makes for a good conversation.
It does.
I will put myself in that position every time just for the sake of conversation. I enjoy the art of conversation.
Yeah.
I will put myself in the bad seat just
Also,
for the sake of a good
you
conversation.
don't know as clear, like not even nearly as much about Bitcoin as the other 3 people at the table. What are you gonna do? Blow smoke? You sit
It's
there
tough.
and fucking blow
It's
smoke up
tough,
everyone's
yeah.
ass?
Yeah.
Fuck
but
no.
That's what it like.
Why
that's
would
what I
you?
apparently look like. I'm like, dude, I'm asking questions, and I'm just like, but the questions I'm asking are like they're loaded. I'm like sitting there. I'm like, yeah, okay. So what happens if it goes to 0? Like, and then like I'm like, and then it just kind of stems from that. I'm
But
like,
I was
just
saying
wanna
you're not
know.
gonna just be like, yeah, man, for sure, that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, shut up. I love
That's
like
the worst guy.
yeah, the worst
The
guy.
worst guy. Nobody wants to hang out with that guy who just
Fuck
agrees
no,
with
never,
everything. We
no.
got.
So
We know a guy.
I think you're right to ask those questions. I think that
I just want to know, and it's just like I don't like when people are like.
I don't think Mike. I think it's fine. I think it's a reasonable.
It just
thing.
drives me nuts because I have questions. I don't know.
the
I
other-
admittingly
and
am
you
not-
would buy Bitcoin. That's the thing.
I've said that, and that's
You've been
the thing.
trying.
It's disregarded.
You've been trying,
disregarded
yeah.
shit because of the questions I'm asking. I'm like, well, if you
Oh, you haven't bought it yet?
yeah,
Stupid. Why even
loser.
bother?
You're so stupid.
Loser.
You have fun staying poor.
Yeah, exactly. That shit is funny, but it's just like it's annoying
The
when I'm asking questions.
the thing that I would say in defense of the like Bitcoin zealots, and there's plenty of them out there. I've only been in Bitcoin for like 3 and change years now, almost 4 years. The questions I see, like the skepticism I see from people who are really smarter than any of us, guys who are running hedge funds, guys who are macro managers for institutional investing firms, whether it's endowments or things of that nature that are on Twitter, they're very vocal about their Bitcoin skepticism.
It's because they have to fucking.
They have to.
They have to match you guys.
I know, and the questions they ask they're bad. That's the problem. The questions they ask have been addressed time and time again, and so naturally now you have this sort of like this hornet's nest where if you kick the hornet's nest, there's only one
it's a
response.
fucking
There's
hornet's
only
nest.
there's only one response, right? The hornet's nest.
Kill.
The hornets don't have a measured reaction.
Yeah.
They destroy
Shoot
you.
to kill.
Right.
They tweet. There was a great example.
Major Chip Hazard
You
style,
you may
baby.
have you may have been at the table when we talked about this. There's a guy, a meteorologist and statistician from the United States, who tweeted yesterday that Bitcoin is a scam and it's boiling the oceans and stuff like that. Stuff that's been
No, I've heard that.
Bitcoin
actually.
mining stuff that's been addressed many times.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
people
Boiling the ocean.
so people dug through this guy's tweets and
Of course.
absolutely
disregarding like all the major
No,
steel
but it was like-
manufacturers
but it was
and all
like-
the shit that are
it was like
tons
it
of
was like
carbon.
really bad. Like they went after this guy's tweets.
I
And
know I know Bitcoin like miners, they release a ton of emissions. Like it's like pretty
fuck
bad
yeah,
what
they
they
do.
do.
they do, but
But which is like it's not
there's like
it's just another fucking thing
that's
that
right.
does that,
And
right?
there's a
That's just
case
big business.
there's a very good case to be made that Bitcoin
I would never be like Bitcoin's boiling the ocean and then just like simultaneously sitting there be like, yeah, but steel's cool.
That's
I
not
would-
a bear case for Bitcoin.
No,
no.
I would love that-
That's not a bear case for fucking anything.
one of these
Yeah.
When
days
money's involved, nobody cares about emissions. Let's be
one of
real.
these days I would love to talk
Unless
to you
you're
guys about like
CPV.
the piece of Bitcoin mining that people don't talk about is the energy arbitrage. So you're always looking for the cheapest energy.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
in Alberta, you know what they're doing now? You know what Hut 8 and a few of these other Canadian miners do? They use
Solar?
oil field flare gas.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
those
yeah.
like flames you see popping up out of oil fields,
Yeah.
they harness it and mine Bitcoin with
Nice.
it.
See, like, this is like,
And
this
it's not
is-
out there. The story's not out there.
This is cool shit. Like,
Yeah.
like as like with all the bad shit that like say like steel, Bitcoin, or like whatever these major manufacturers
Like-
are doing.
like
there-
stuff
there's
you-
a lot of shit that you can use to like harbinge energy.
It's
fucking
like stuff that
cool,
you would
man.
traditionally consider like sort of dirty power, right?
Yeah,
Stuff
but
like
it's,
that.
but it's almost like reusing it.
Yeah.
Because you're like you're creating like a certain thing that like creates fire and like whatever
Right.
you're reusing.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, just to take a good out of a bad situation. Like, there's some cool shit that you can learn and develop from.
It is
that,
cool.
Right? Like,
It is cool.
If we're gonna fucking produce this much bad shit, we might as well use it.
Fuck yeah.
Which is, I mean, like, fuck. It's like
We're not going away from fossils, right? Like,
no
we're
kidding.
Not gonna,
And the thing is, man, like, it's like at the end of the day, like, everybody's like fucking so pissed off. Like, a lot of people now, like Dr. Green Thumb and all this shit, they're all about the environment and blah blah blah. But like, at the end of the day, you're not gonna be big business. They're not gonna fucking stop producing, so we might as well like use what we can from them. Like, it's not gonna stop.
right.
Like, let's be
Yeah.
real here. You can plant as many trees as you want. I'm all for it. Like, I already said, I fuck with Greenpeace.
That's the big, yeah.
But
That's
and I do, but it's like at the same time, I do realize that it's not gonna fucking stop.
it's like a common misconception.
stop it.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's like a common misconception from people who don't have any like, I almost don't want to say it, but like if you don't have any skin in the game, you have no reason to research this stuff. We talk on the show all the time, whether it's stocks or anything else. If you don't invest, why would you? I know he's making that face.
I don't
Why-
agree.
But like when
Are we
you
rolling? Can I have another beer or what?
Yeah,
go for
yeah,
it.
yeah.
When you started investing, what were you? What did you know? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
What did you what did you know when you started putting your money away? You didn't know anything.
I knew a
but
little bit,
But you research. Is it fair to say you research now? Significantly more that you have
Yeah,
skin
well,
in
that's
the game.
every day now.
And so I think Bitcoin is like that on steroids.
Sure, but it's not like, and like I said, man, I have no issue. I'm trying.
I know,
to get into
but
it.
I'm saying like to defend the Bitcoin, like the Bitcoin public.
It's
that these guys-
It's nothing to do with Bitcoin itself. I like Bitcoin.
It's the people.
It's
It's
the
the
people,
people.
and that's
I
it.
know,
It's,
I know.
it's nothing to do with Bitcoin. And the thing is,
It
like,
is hard.
these
Your
people aren't-
sister would tell you the same thing.
These
By the
people
way,
aren't going to turn me off it either.
yeah.
They're not going to turn me off at it, but I'm not going to be one of them. I'm just going to buy, like I said earlier, I'm going to buy it and I'm not going to say shit to anybody.
That's right.
Because it's just like the conversations fucking suck. It was so repetitive, so fucking dry. It's just the same shit. You guys are saying, yo, did you see it this week? Did you see it last week?
I
Did
know,
you see this
I
shit?
know.
It's just different sheets. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's no, like, we can talk about stocks, and it's now, to me, like, mildly interesting. Because I'm like,
There's also like 1,000 different stocks.
there's this, and there's,
Yeah, yeah.
and Kenzie were like living in a Bitcoin household.
We are.
That's all
We
you
are.
fucking talk about.
That's what we do talk
but
about
like,
all the
the
time.
thing is, like, when you're talking about
Bro.
stocks, there's like immediate diversification, and then there's earnings reports. There's all this shit happening.
Yeah, yeah.
The different like MOs of companies.
There's like
and
different
there's-
product you can look at.
yeah, it's
The thing about
different.
the
It's
thing
like,
about
it's
the
actually,
stock market is that like
substantial.
you
It's
could
like,
have like a different, like there's
What are you
more
talking
than
about
one.
with Bitcoin? How much it went up?
There's more than one valuable perspective. Everyone knows Bitcoin's patented technology is the most important thing. NGU technology is the most important thing in Bitcoin. Okay,
Not gonna go up. Or what?
number go up technology. Okay, once
Okay, I thought
Bitcoin
you were
has
going to blockchain, but
Bitcoin has a patented NGU technology that no other coin has. And it's
Cool.
designed to pump forever.
Cool.
And regardless of that whole thing, I think the thing that the hornet's nest gets tired of, and once again, I'll say this:
That's an oxymoron.
I have Doug.
Hornets Nest does not get fucking tired.
The number of people who have me blocked on Twitter, Mike, asking
I can't believe it's not more.
for people about like, why is this? Like, I remember the first time I learned about the difficulty adjustment, and I was saying like, what's stopping somebody?
That is fucking cool shit. Actually, I really like that.
My
actually. It's
question
fucking
my
crazy.
question was, what's stopping somebody from putting a ton of fucking mining software on the network that's like slower and gaming difficulty adjustment to ease up, and then
You think it'll do that?
it will.
You think it works that way?
It that's exactly how it works. It tries to average 10 minutes per block. So every time that someone mines a coin, it's 10 minutes. So if you put it super easy, it goes to 16 minutes. It tries to draw it back, right? It makes it easier to go to 10. And then you could load up a bunch of hardware that's super advanced or better than the stuff you were on the network with
Windows
before.
98.
Yeah, exactly.
Just let it run hot.
And then you grab like 2 or 3 Bitcoin on the new stuff that you had queued up that wasn't on the network before. You just put it on once the network adjustment goes a little easier after a couple of blocks.
I'll be honest with you. With Bitcoin, in my opinion on Bitcoin, I am more interested in that side of this.
That's a sick.
That's the cool shit to me.
People in
Which
the
is what
Bitcoin.
I believe in it. It's a great stock. I like
it's
it.
the best stock.
It's the best stuff.
People in the Bitcoin space. People in the
204%.
people in the
Right?
Bitcoin space say that.
Ryan!
People in the Bitcoin space say that
That's great.
the greatest invention in the whole Bitcoin network thing is not Riot blockchain. That's a good investment.
Yeah, buy it, man. Boost me, baby.
Buy it right.
Hashtag-
Buy it, Riot. I was gonna put in the group
IROT.
chat fucking the Kaiser Chiefs. I predict a
I
riot.
predict a riot.
That was actually
Great
great, but I
song.
couldn't figure out how to do it.
Some good
And I was
UK,
like,
some
ah,
good
shit.
UK rock there from the
No,
early
because it was
2000s.
just good because I asked Joey, I'm like, yo, Joey, I asked both Will and Joey. Will just didn't respond. I wanted to grow stock because I had like,
Oh my God, what do you expect if you just have one on deck? Yeah, you'll make a couple 100% with this one.
oh,
Here,
no,
here you
this
go.
is- well, Joey did.
I had
Joey
one on
threw like
deck.
I know he did.
Easy.
and I was like,
Send it.
because I
Bitcoin.
had like, I don't know, I had like $70 just sitting in my account, and I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? Get a
And
blue
what is it
chip?
now? 300?
No, I've made like $180.
That's pretty good.
It's for fucking not doing shit, just being like, fuck, I got $70. Might
Like,
as well play the
So
casino.
you should really, you know, you
No,
should really
because
be
it's-
doing your part in putting memes on Twitter now.
But,
Post a
like,
couple
no,
rocket
but the
emojis
difference
with
is, like, I
the.
have like
You gotta
a
start
lot
talking out
of-
to people
No,
now.
I have been. I was trying.
Okay, you gotta get a
Not-
Twitter
not enough
account?
Skin in the game.
There's
Yeah,
a there's a
yeah.
pizza
You guys
here.
are buying
Scoop
Bit-
knows there's a pizza here,
You
but
guys
he
are
doesn't know
buying
where it
Bitcoin?
is.
Fucking
He's
idiot.
like,
Why aren't you buying
what
a
is that?
Bitcoin miner? You fucking noob.
Yeah, I'm bearish on Bitcoin, but
Bitcoin
I'm
miners are
bull
like-
on the miners.
Bitcoin miners like slingshots, man.
I like it. I'm cool with it because it's like it goes up. It's like directionally proportionate.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. It's
Fuck yeah, it
more
is.
than
Why wouldn't
directly.
it? Yeah,
It's
totally.
like fucking Bitcoin does this, Bitcoin miner does this.
I'll give you the closing.
right up their Y.
I'll give you
Makes
the
sense.
I'll give you the closing comment on the Bitcoin people thing.
Thank
but
you, please.
but you gotta do me a favor. You gotta tell
Look
me.
at, well, he found it.
Oh, he's got it now. You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me what the.
His chin.
You gotta tell me what the thing. In less than a minute, you gotta tell me what the thing that
fuck.
Bitcoin people can do to be more amenable to people who are just getting into the space. For
Answer
the,
the
first time.
question that I ask. It's simple. Stop telling me that I
So
feel
don't
sorry
so
for
don't
me.
no
don't
talking
immediately
down.
don't immediately try and crush you. Just
I just
answer the
having a
question.
like, look, this is the thing with me personally. It's not going to work because of like I'm pretty sure it's just my delivery of the question. It's probably confrontational because I'm participating in the conversation.
it's
that's
really
like,
just your voice is too loud. I
yeah, well,
think.
that's fine.
Just
but
don't
then-
answer a question with this.
yeah, no.
Check out
it's,
this-
I'm
check
asking
out
the
this
question.
cuck.
I'm not.
This guy's suit doesn't even fit.
No, but I think the thing is I'm not asking a question with like like innocent eyes. I'm asking a question like I'm like, yo, I want to know like what the fuck. I'm like, what if it crashes? Like, why would you? What the fuck? I'm like, I just want to know what's your
Yeah.
game plan.
Yeah, exactly.
You got like
Well,
you
there
got
is
a
no
lot
game
of your
plan.
funds invested in this shit. What the fuck are you gonna do if it crashes?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and then it just goes. The thing that pissed me off is just they ignored the question. They fucking went around the room showing memes and shit, and then it came back like, pff, and now I'm fucking distracted,
Yeah.
and I don't have facts, and like I thought
Yeah.
that me asking a question just kind of proposed that.
What if someone to you was like, yeah, what if Microsoft goes to zero?
I'd be like, well, I'm out fucking $400. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. I got no answer to that. Then it goes to zero. Like I have no.
No,
answer.
you could be like, what? Are you gonna stop using Microsoft Word? You need to stop using Microsoft Excel? Fuck no, you're not.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's where I got to get. Like, cause I just like would admit defeat me. Yeah, fucking went zero. Fucked up. Man.
No, he'd be like, yeah.
But like, to be fair, that is the case, right? Like Bitcoin, I don't see. Like, I guess now it's kind of starting to come into fruition. Like they're introducing like Bitcoin Pay and whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All that shit. Sure, baby steps.
For sure.
It's coming into the game. Which
Well, there's like all these currencies, and all of a sudden, this is like the first actual, maybe real digital.
well, like all they're
currency that
seeing is just
isn't-
like fat returns. Like there's no
Yeah.
like other than that, that's all it is. Like and the one thing that they can probably say is whatever Elon Musk did that $1.5 billion, and he's made almost like what Tesla's revenue was
oh yeah,
off his
well,
Bitcoin,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is
true.
crazy. He made like $725 million,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
insane. And Tesla made like 787 or something in a year.
Which is like, why is it worth more than GM?
It's
If
just
they
crazy.
made
It's
that
just
much
fucking
money.
shit like that they kind of just like that's their fucking
For sure.
hand
Yeah,
on the chin before
Did
they
you
get
wrap up
knocked.
the Bitcoin thing yet?
I'm working on. Well, we start talking about other shit.
Okay.
Most
Well,
other
So
shit. in
what are we on
Bitcoin.
now? What are we
Yeah.
on now?
You just
But I
can't
don't
get
know.
this guy to stop talking about it.
Yeah, because
Bitcoin.
I'm fucking fired up. You don't ever fucking hang me out with Bitcoiners before a
Do you want
podcast.
to talk
Never hang
about?
them out.
Hang me out with them.
There's a National Post article from today.
Is it about Bitcoins? If it is, we don't want to listen to
The
it.
title is
Yeah, what are we-
"Plunging Revenues and Sky-High Deficits Could Turn Catastrophic for Canadian
Podcast
Government."
done.
Report warns.
What is it? Say it again.
Plunging revenues and sky-high deficits could turn catastrophic for Canadian government. Report warns. It's from the IMF.
What the fuck does that mean?
Basically, it says that they're going to have to jack taxes up and cut services all over the country to make back the
Sick.
money
We
they
need
did from
money
COVID.
back and less
They
jobs.
lost from COVID. Yeah,
Nice.
Very
well,
bad.
obviously.
Yeah.
Like this is the repercussion that people were just like dismissing.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll take CERB. It's like, you're a fucking idiot.
They
Free
already
money,
say,
baby.
like,
What do you mean?
They already said people don't have to repay CERB either.
I can't believe. Did we talk about that on the show? That article from the Toronto Star about like the one, like, I can't remember if it was a guy or a girl, but oh my god, the headline blew my fucking socks off. We're not asking to be forgiven. We're just asking for them
For
not
you to forget.
No, yeah, exactly. They're like, we're not asking for forgiveness. We didn't make a mistake.
Let's just say this never happened.
The story, the headline is we're not asking for forgiveness. We didn't make a mistake. You made the mistake. Like, just let us keep the CERB money. It's like this woman with like 3 of her kids or something. Like, just let me keep it.
We know who that is.
What the fuck is going on around here?
No. Let's.
We're just giving money away to people now.
Let's be fucking fair though. If you're in a bad position and the government's just giving you money and you're not gonna take it,
I'm not saying not to take it. I'm saying you shouldn't fucking expect not to have to pay it back.
I know that, but like also to be fair, they kind of did say that at the beginning.
For sure.
Did
Because
they?
there's no penalizing and all this shit.
Come on, I thought they said they
But
were
some
going to
people don't have
tax
to pay
it.
it back. Maybe tax it. Sure, maybe tax it, but not have to
No,
like.
but if you got it by mistake, if they sent you fucking money from
fuck,
CERB,
yeah.
if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
had like another $3,000
by
in your
mistake,
bank account,
for sure. But I'm pretty sure I don't have to pay back my CERB. I was laid off. I was
You were
furloughed for, like,
unemployed,
months.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
So?
yeah.
But it
That's
was
what I'm
through your
saying.
company, right?
Yeah, I was like unemployed, like getting paid through Skyjack.
That's right.
The
Yeah,
company that I work for, which is Skyjack. Who cares?
Fucking yeah.
It's out there now. It doesn't matter.
point, whatever.
Listen, if my fucking Twitter account is out there, then we're fine.
Yeah, that's
Not worried
the
about
same thing.
I just like my attitude was like because I was taken from the government. I was only laid off for 2 months, and they paid me whatever the thing was. I got some money, and then I was like, okay. And then as soon as like a lot of people that I know, like
Didn't you get paid like $40,000 or
I
something?
got, like,
You made
I got
40.
I have 500 grand.
Did you pay tax on that?
Not a dime.
Imagine the guy. Imagine the guy at the fucking Fed just fat fingers the zero.
And now I have 10 bitcoins.
Whoops.
I have 10 bitcoins.
Whoops.
10
I'm out of
bitcoins.
here, man.
Sorry. No, but I know a lot of guys like on job sites I was on, they were talking about because you hear shit when you're working, right? Like guys talking, obviously.
Sure.
It's always funny hearing fucking people talk about money. It's like, oh, okay, like because now I'm involved. I'm listening, right?
Now
like,
that you're an expert,
The guy
an
behind me
influencer.
fucking day trades like crazy.
I just
So
listen.
dope.
I just
So
listen.
At your work, yeah.
At my work. Oh yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I just listen. I was listening to a guy talk about like TFSAs and RSPs to a guy who's in his 60s.
Yeah.
The guy's never done it. All his money's in his savings.
A lot of people don't do that stuff, man.
And I'm just listening. And I'm not
old
gonna lie.
old code guys though, they all did it.
Man,
Not gonna
I just
lie,
had
I wanted to butt in, but I'm like, I'm not. Dude.
I had
What are you
somebody
gonna
at
do,
work.
fucking berate
I will
him?
be over my head so fast. I'm like, I'm not even gonna. And the thing is, it's like, it's not a good conversation to be in, man.
Because he's gonna have a reason why he didn't, and you're not gonna be able to be like,
That's right. He's
And
gonna
I'm not gonna answer it.
Exactly.
But like, I want to, just because I'm curious.
be
Yeah.
like, you remember Weimar Germany when they took everyone's
yeah,
savings?
yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't remember
But
that.
like no,
Yeah.
but like I'm hearing guys like, oh yeah, the guys are just like banking hours because their company was allowing it,
Right.
and then they were just collecting CERB. I'm like, you.
Oh, that shit. Yeah. That was
motherfuckers,
fucking
man.
cheesing
Like,
for
do
sure.
you have people at your job who like don't know what a TFSA is? You think? Like there's someone who messaged me at work this week.
I don't think at my job because we get like the union kind of takes care of like
There-
RSPs and all that. So you're kind of
Yeah, but you have to set up
exposed.
your own TFSA.
Do you know? Do you know?
No,
Do you know what TFSAs?
A lot of guys are young,
Uh,
so but like nowadays it's kind of popular, which is good.
Do you know when
It is.
TFSAs started? You know what year?
Not that long ago.
Pretty recently, yeah. What year?
2012.
Yeah, I don't know, like 8 years ago.
What year?
What the fucking do the math? I don't know.
2013.
2012.
You both lose on Jeopardy rules, but Mike is
What was
closer.
it, 2009?
No, it's 2012. 2000. Yeah, it was 2009. Yeah, sorry. So people are messaging me at work now
Said the
because
same
I
thing.
had me and a
Just-
few
mine's closer.
buddies.
2012. Yeah, it was 2012.
Me and a few buddies have
You
a
guys are wrong.
me and a few buddies have a Bitcoin hype chat at work, and so
A Bitcoin hype chat.
We
is-
put-
That's what everyone needs.
oh my god, that's fucking.
we pumped in.
cancer.
The only reason it's funny. Let me finish the story. We're not going to go to Bitcoin here, but I'll
Thank
tell you
you.
a story. Back in March or April, when Bitcoin was like,
We're not going to go into Bitcoin four
let me
words
finish-
later.
let me finish
Four
the
words
story.
later.
What's a Bitcoin
After the
hype
story.
chat? Everything just ends in an exclamation part. Only
Rocket
caps,
ships,
everything
rocket
else-
ships.
Yeah, only caps.
So we
Bitcoin
everyone's
hype
got red eyes on their fucking logo pic, their avatar. I gotta put red eyes on my work Slack picture. So in March In March, me and Jamie were putting fucking
Such a
Bitcoin.
fucking idiot.
We were putting Bitcoin memes in the chat at work, like the general chat, and one of the scientists messaged us and was like, "Don't do this anymore. This is a scam. I don't want to see this anymore."
Oh yeah.
And so we just ignored the message, said nothing. And now obviously it's gone up like whatever, 100 times, 10 times, something like that.
That's when you like his comment.
And so we didn't do anything. I put it in the other day in the chat, the general chat again. I'm like, if you're
If
curious about Bitcoin, if you're curious about
Rocket ship,
if you're
rocket ship,
curious about
rocket
Bitcoin, let me know. I'm happy to help you get started. I'll explain a few things to you.
My name
It's
is Master
volatile,
Chief.
but it might be worth investing in. You know how many people fucking responded to that message? It's like the highest traffic message that the lab has had in the Slack in months.
Well, I was telling you to shut the fuck up.
Telling me, asking me like, what do you think about this? What about this? I got a buddy who did this. Another friend who invested in
This shit
Bitcoin.
drives me nuts.
Crazy.
You've been like investing in it for like a couple of years, and all of a sudden, like you're like the fucking messiah.
You're the
Oh,
guru.
that fucking shit drives
Yeah.
me.
But it's 3 years, and like that is deep.
Everybody
I know,
in
yeah.
will,
retrospect, right?
on the way on this 3-year journey, everybody I know told me to sell, sent me an article.
No.
It's going to go to zero. It's
Yeah.
going to get banned by governments. It's a scam. It's a Ponzi. Tulip this, tulip that.
Those are the
And I just kept buying. I
Dude, those are the-
researched
yo.
it. I just kept buying.
Those are the equal and
I
exact
get to fucking-
opposite of the people that
yeah.
I hate as well, and I hate them too.
Fuds-
It's like, dude, just like if a guy's got a
Fudsters.
fucking deal, let him go.
He's
Fuck it.
a fudster. You know what a fudster is?
Somebody who's a naysayer.
Yeah, you know what FUD stands for? Fear, uncertainty, doubt.
I was thinking of the
Fudsters.
Wascally Wabbit,
Fudsters.
Elmo,
Yeah,
Elmo
yeah.
Fudd.
Fuddruckers.
All I'm saying is like it's the same thing. Like the all in on Bitcoin and then the all out on Bitcoin are equally as fucking
Anyone who's
whack.
that extreme on anything, if you're
Yeah.
super far left,
Fuck
fuck yourself.
yeah.
You're super far right, go fuck yourself.
Fuck
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You gotta admit that there's
Gaps.
wrongs,
There's flaws.
Big
like
gaps.
yeah,
Big
yeah.
gaps.
flaws
yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
that's, and that's
exactly.
why I ask questions. I like to be, I don't know, whatever side I'm on, let's just say politically, just for conversation's sake, I like to be in the middle of like whatever, left center, right center of on any opinion.
Yeah.
Because it's just fair. It's like-
So
because it has to be a fair conversation. And if it isn't, which it usually isn't,
It's
Bitcoin
not.
for sure it's not fair. It's like you can't
don't you want to just enjoy memes? Put the red eyes on your avatar.
No, I don't.
and just
I don't like
coast
that shit.
To 100K.
That's not who I am. I don't like
you don't
that
want to
shit.
just coast?
No, I don't give a fuck.
But now 100K, it's only 2.5 times. That's not even that much.
Easy. That's the low bar.
That's what I'm saying though. Like
Yeah,
that's
it's
not
good.
even that high. Like
you ever
I
seen?
made more in GPV.
You ever seen the stock to flow ratio? S2F model by
No.
Yeah,
by
but
100 trillion
GPV's
USD.
cash, man.
He's-
It's not safe.
It's true.
It's being inflated
True.
away by corrupt governments all
The
over the
government
world.
could easily just crush that.
You're so stupid to have GPV. So dumb.
So good that I sold that too.
Stupid, so dumb. So before I told you guys I wasn't gonna get into Bitcoin,
And then we
and we
proceeded
did.
That was my
and
fault,
now
sorry.
and now I forgot.
I'm
what
fired
we were
up,
talking
man.
about
I'm fired
before.
up.
So did I.
What were we on before that?
I don't know. Something the
Taxes, the
Bitcoin hype chat.
and CERB and shit we were on before. People getting taxed and we don't have to pay it back.
Oh, you actually wanted to get into Bitcoin.
The hype chat was not related to that conversation.
You
I don't
stopped.
think.
Yeah.
I know, but now I
I
forget
think you
what it
started
was.
it with that. I thought.
Okay, well, what's next on the topic? Listen,
It was
Well, yeah. Let's go through the meeting minutes.
It was catastrophic outcomes from CERB.
yeah, we're fucked for that.
I
I
It's
can't
fuck.
believe this. How did we
It's
fall?
not catastrophic.
How
but
do we
it's
fall
gonna
off
be,
topic
this
so
is like,
badly?
this is gonna be something we're gonna be talking about for the rest of our lives.
You think?
I think so. With financially, yeah, we're because there's gonna be like if you're not like
That's a
ready
hot
for this,
take, Mike. Okay.
I think so.
All right.
You don't think we're gonna be talking about this period of time for the
I
rest
think-
of our
Oh,
lives?
I
but
think-
for not
I
because
think-
of, not fiscally. I
Yeah.
think because
Could
of
be.
the
We'll see.
because of the
I think-
virus.
no,
in the
I-
upcoming,
no, I think-
in the next
I
5
think
years, we're gonna
fiscally-
see some shit.
I think
You
you're
think we're
right.
gonna go into a recession?
no.
Oh,
Then
I
I
do.
don't-
I do.
Yeah.
If we
Oh
don't go into
yeah.
a recession,
Fuck yeah,
no
I
one's
do.
gonna give a fucking 10 years because people barely even talk about 2008.
Well, I don't understand. Like, it's a trip. I don't know. Like, I don't know enough about it to make that kind of.
I think
call.
You think we're
I
going
think
into a
you're right.
recession? Then why are you buying property and shit?
Property. I'm taking it because the rates are low. It's a fixed asset. I can
It's
handle.
gonna go down in value. Though.
I can handle a recession though. If the rates are going to be this low, we'll
Not
lock
if you
in.
buy
At,
fucking
lock
if
in
you
at
buy-
1% for 5 years.
Buy an investment property. It's
Who
just gonna go
cares?
down.
Why?
400K and then we sell it for 300. Nice.
No,
Good
no,
work,
you
boys.
hang on to
Nice.
it. Hang on to it. I think it'll be fine in the longer term. But like,
I can't wait to hang on to my first house that we're gonna flip.
if I would fucking go
It's gonna be sick.
once Cynthia finally gets a hold of you
We'll
this
all
week,
just live in it.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for some room. I'm down for roommates anyway.
I'll move down
I
there.
would be super down.
That
We
would
can
be
just rip.
jokes.
We can
That
just
would
rip
be
COD on the
that
same
would be
Wi-Fi.
fucking
That'd be
hilarious.
dope. That'd be dope.
Three, like the thing is, like think about that too. Like three guys, like and
6 of us in a house.
three guys, whatever, significant others, if you want, I guess, because I got one, so fuck it. She's not coming.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, like three guys that are like got their shit together. You know, nobody's bugging anybody at that point.
Yeah.
At least not in that regard, right?
We
So I think
fix it up. It's like a fucking super nice. We just live in it for 5 years, trash it. Had to fix it up again.
All we gotta do is fix it
Had
up
to
again.
do it again.
We got transferable skills. Like I have transferable skills for my job. You're learning transferable skills from your fucking homes.
Yeah.
Joey's got a lot. To
Joey's
learn.
becoming a real estate agent.
He's a real estate agent.
Nah,
slash
that's dumb.
apprentice.
That's
All right,
dumb.
Joe.
I don't think you do very good as a real estate agent, by the way. I was thinking about that today.
I wouldn't-
don't think you can schmooze good enough. You can't schmooze good enough.
really.
No.
Do you
don't
know?
think so?
No.
I think he could.
I don't think so.
Really?
I spent 3 years in
Really?
my 20s
Really?
having people part from their engagement rings
Don't think
for
you can
less
schmooze.
than
Do
market.
not think you can schmooze a house.
I'm pretty good.
I don't know, man. I don't think that you
I'll
could
say that-
lie to people like that.
Why? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that's one of my
I
strongest
think he
suits.
could. I think he'd be real good at it. In
Yeah?
my opinion, yeah.
Haven't
Oh,
you
yeah.
ever seen
I don't
that?
think so.
What's the speech about the Sicilians? You never seen that speech from True Romance?
Oh yeah,
Fuck.
So tell me,
Oh,
am
that's
I
great.
lying?
yeah.
No idea what
I
that
can't
is.
like,
repeat
you
the rest.
got-
I
you
can't.
got-
Don't do
Yeah, I
not
won't say it. I won't
because
say it.
that would have to cancel the whole
He
episode.
just starts talking about like him having like black blood in
You-
him. And
I
stuff.
just told you.
yeah.
I didn't say the word he said.
Well, still, don't say anything else.
Quoting a movie. He just like starts talking about he's about to get fucked up by these guys.
Yeah.
Hey, so
Isn't
it's
that
not-
Quentin Tarantino's first movie? First
it's-
directorial movie?
I don't know, but it's a fucking
Uh,
solid movie.
It might
Pretty
be.
sure it is.
Might
It's
be.
a good movie. I was skeptical about it, and then I watched for some reason. I don't know why.
You watched True Romance
It's
by
a great
yourself?
movie.
I did.
It's a great movie.
And it was really good. But
I know,
that scene in particular is phenomenal.
That's
Who
good.
is it?
phenomenal. What's his name? What the
It's
fuck?
Christopher Walken. And,
Yeah, Christopher
Oh,
Walken.
yeah.
Oh fuck yeah,
Dude, it's
fucking
so
sick.
good. Yeah, Christopher Walken's like the mob guy.
We get.
Oh, yeah.
and
We'll
it's
watch
back
it
then.
before
It's
we
like
go.
racist. As
When we all
shit
live
still,
together,
right?
we'll watch it.
No,
it's so
we'll watch
good.
it before you guys go. Watch
Dude,
it.
it's
fucking
like-
sick. It's like two.
Before we
tonight.
go, we're
It's
gonna
like two.
watch
It's
a
like
movie
two.
tonight.
No, the scene.
Movie night.
It's like 2 minutes long.
It's real good, man. It's like, man, it's a phenomenal scene. Like Quentin
Right.
Tarantino is fucking good. Like I just watched. Like speaking of like racism back in the day, I just watched Django.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Man, that movie it's so good, but it's like
I've seen that fucking
It's-
with Leo, and he's super fucking racist.
it's tough to watch. I was like,
Yeah.
that's like it was fuck.
When they're making those two black guys fight.
Yeah,
to the death?
that's where he's like when he's coming in trying to buy it, like the
Yeah,
fighting
yeah,
one,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then but it's all a trick. But it's more so like the shit that you don't really notice on the side, and like that's the shit that they don't really teach you in school when they're talking. Like you have like the slavery like thing.
Yeah.
They don't really touch up on that, and like the thing like they had the
Of course
one.
not. We're in grade 8.
But yeah, but like they still should, right? Like to just to kind of like put it in
Yeah,
your
when
head
you're
how
They
12,
made
fucked
these
how
up
two
you gonna
black guys
figure that
eye
out?
gouge each other.
Man, like
to-
the one
till
the one
death.
chick was like the Django's wife or whatever. He's like coming to get her. Like that was the whole plan. And
Yeah.
They like she did nothing wrong really.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
she
yeah.
just kind of mouthed off or did something that wasn't favorable to the master or whatever. They put her in like this fucking metal box
Yeah,
in the
fuck
middle
yeah,
of a
they
fucking
did.
field, and
Yeah.
like it's fucking
so goddamn hot.
crazy, man.
you know
like,
one
and,
of
that, and that, I bet you that's like the least of it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fucking like, and that's the shit. Like you don't really think about that, right? You're like, holy fuck, like it must have been fucking brutal.
So fucking brutal.
And obviously, it was brutal. It was brutal what we were taught. But then he's like,
you should read the book of Negroes. That was a
I
fucking
want to.
good
I,
book.
I,
wanna
it's,
watch that.
it's
I
tough.
wanna
It's a
read
tough
that. It's a
read.
good
I know
fucking
it's a-
book.
dude. That was a tough watch.
I
And I'm
want
th-
to. I
Yeah.
want
Oh
to
my
just.
god, it was fucked up.
I want to
man.
make mention here. One of the biggest one of the biggest cinematic misses of the last 50 years is the scene in Django where they're walking in chains. It's the slaves walking in chains, and it's
Oh yeah,
a Brick Ross, 100 black coffins for 100 black men.
Yeah.
That should have been "Ale Boomaye" by the game.
By the game, yeah.
Should have
yeah,
been
yeah.
that song. Get my people out them chains.
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah, fuck yeah.
handcuffs. Ton
that's a
of men.
fucking
That,
awesome
game,
That
that
scene.
song might have not come out yet.
That really?
Might not have come out yet.
That-
That's
it's a
pretty
pretty
recent
old
song.
That
movie.
is a big. If that song was out, that's a big miss.
And I
That's
bet, but
definitely-
you
yeah,
think,
yeah,
you
for
think
sure.
Jamie
'Cause
Foxx?
that's
You
what it
think
should've
Jamie
been.
Foxx would slip on that either? Like no way,
Yeah, true.
no way. Like
Did he
Jamie
have a- did he
Foxx
even
is
say in
like
the
he
soundtrack?
knows what's
Was
that?
he on the
He
soundtrack?
had to have been. There's
I don't
no
know.
way he wasn't.
I think that movie's
It's
so
it's
good.
amazing.
So good.
It's amazing, but it's like man, like I've just noticed like watching that. I'm like I can just watch it, and I was
Yeah.
watching it by myself, and like you're sitting there, I'm like, man, this is fucking like tough to watch. I
Yeah,
don't like
yeah.
watching
Oh, yeah.
this shit.
Yeah.
Like this
It's
is
hard to
crazy.
imagine just watching that straight up, straight face the whole time, and just
Awesome.
like sitting
Awesome
on the couch.
movie,
You
though.
could not do that.
No.
Dude, there was there was times like they were talking about like when they were making the movie is when like Leo would
Yeah,
like break
yeah.
down and be like, I can't fucking
Well,
do this.
even,
Imagine
uh,
being you had to
I
act
know.
like that.
And
fucking
Samuel
guy?
L. Jackson was just like, yo, dude, we're actors and shit. Like
Even There Will Be
Samuel L.
Blood.
Jackson, like the Uncle Ruckus, he's just like it's so jokes.
You ever
like,
seen There Will Be Blood?
no.
That's another like
Daniel Day Lewis.
yeah, not racist, but like another harsh movie to sit through. Like a guy is like taking advantage
apparently that's
of
like
his
one of the
deaf
best
son.
movies.
It's fucking sick,
All right,
Mm.
I'll
but
note that.
it's
What is it?
hard to watch.
There will be
There
blood. It's
blood.
about the like the oil, right?
Oil-
it's kind of
oil
like Rockefeller type
prospectors,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, no,
It's
I like that
fucking
shit.
good.
No, because like I was.
But anyways, that's why you were a bad realtor.
I went through a
That's what I spent my
Tarantino.
money on
I went
this
through a
week.
Tarantino phase, and it was like I watched all his movies, and they're fucking good.
They're all fucking.
Are
good.
they?
But they're all like old, and like he doesn't give a fuck about like political correctness. He portrays the time.
He's gonna be
Yeah,
due
yeah,
for
yeah.
another one soon. Eh?
I think
He's
he's
gotta
only
be due for
making one
another
more.
for sure.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
He's only
that's
making
what he
one
said.
more.
What?
He's only making so many films, and then
And
it's
then
like-
whatever the one he makes after that will be the biggest box office seller of all
And then he'll
time.
make 5 more after.
Yeah,
that.
maybe he's
exactly.
Pretty
maybe
young. Like he's got to be like what? Like
He can't be.
50?
He can't be more than
Not
60 years
even.
old.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's that old. I think like when I watched an interview with him, and I don't know when it was, but it was like.
Could have been from like.
But it looked like the cameras
cameras
weren't that bad,
It's
so
from
it's like
before.
must have been
Yeah,
mildly
yeah.
relevant. But he looked pretty young, and he was in Reservoir Dogs. He was in Django,
He's
I
in
think-
all.
he's in all his movies.
just like a guest, like a
Yeah,
quick
yeah,
cameo.
yeah.
Reservoir Dogs, he was in it.
Have
That's
you
a
ever seen,
sick movie
You
too.
seen Pulp Fiction?
Oh yeah,
Pulp Fiction.
great
Yeah, Pulp
fucking
Fiction's
What's
sick
movie.
what is the one? Reservoir Dogs. Is
Where's
Mr.
Zed?
Orange, Mr.
Zed's
Green, and all
dead,
that?
man.
Zed's dead.
That's
baby.
awesome, man.
Zed's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sick group.
Great. flick.
Butch. Fuck, that movie's fucking so good. That man,
Great flick.
all his movies are so good. That's why I went down this because it's like and man, the gore in it is hilarious.
There's
Oh, yeah.
It's always hilarious.
Man,
Like,
in Borderlands, there's like the medical tent or whatever to get like healed and buy shields. It's Dr. Zed's medical tent. So
Oh,
when
yeah.
you go to the vending machine, it's like Zed's meds, baby. Zed's meds. It's those jokes are everywhere. They're 30 years
well,
later. They're all over the
right?
place.
It's
Yeah,
a
fuck yeah, they
recognized, like he's a stud, man.
Well, he's got to be top 5 probably.
I would say, but I mean,
Directors,
like
for sure.
Yeah, man, it's like fuck. Yeah, he's good. So,
Who
but yeah,
else?
either way,
People were singing the praises of fucking that Avatar Titanic guy. Like
James Cameron.
those movies suck. Titanic sucks.
Titanic was
Avatar
decent.
Titanic didn't
Titanic
really
was
suck.
very
Sucks.
dope.
It sucks.
I want to watch Titanic again.
I
but
just watched Titanic. Like
I would
maybe
watch
like
it again.
Maybe, that's maybe why I think it's so sick. Because I watched
Why?
it like a couple months
It's
ago.
a good movie.
It's
Leo
pretty good.
was like, what,
Billy Zane
15
fucking
or 16?
sucks.
Is he the fucking?
He's the
Rose's
bald-headed-
husband?
yeah.
He's the husband.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
fucking sucks.
He does suck. And he
Have you
tries
guys
to-
watched
such a
Billions? Have you guys
shitty
watched
guy.
Billions yet?
No, Paul Giamatti.
Billions is fucking.
Paul Giamatti's
sick.
fucking.
He's
jokes.
that show is like probably top 5 all time for me.
Yeah, eh?
Series wise, yeah, I would say
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
watch that shit for
number
sure.
1 on that list. OC probably, and then
Shut the fuck up.
Gossip Girl, and then
It probably is.
no, that show Billions is really good. Entourage was good for its time. That was probably what 10 years ago,
I'll never get on.
10 or 12 years ago. It was okay at the time. It was
I
good.
bet you was older than that.
You think
Mm.
older than 12
Yeah, maybe
years?
not. Yeah, 12. Yeah,
I was in my 20s for sure when I watched that. Mike's texting. Do you have any recommendations, Mike?
Nope.
We're gonna watch the Sicilian lie scene.
Yeah, I'm down.
afterwards. We're gonna watch that.
Hour and a half?
yeah.
A little bit more, no?
Hour and a half.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
I have nothing else to say.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're on the old blower.
I don't know. I just said one thing. God damn it. Dadgummit.
Dadgummit.
Want to give me Joey's bull case for being a good realtor?
I think he's gonna be a good realtor. This is the way he talks.
I'm not.
That's
doing-
all I can really
I'm
say.
not
Like, I
doing-
can't-
If I get my license, I'm not doing realty. I'm just fucking
I
doing
know.
it for us. That's it. I'm
But
not
I think that like you, I want because in my head today I thought, oh, Joey's gonna get like he's probably not actually gonna do it, but if he does, I can see him maybe transitioning into being a realtor. And then I really thought about it and was like, I don't think you have the personality for it.
I would crush. I would crush. I would
Well,
crush.
I've been around a lot of fucking realtors, and they are like, it's like I fucking hate them all.
Yeah,
and they're super fucking fake. And I don't think that you could be
because they're
like
fake.
that.
Because they're fake.
Exactly.
I would just show up and be like, "Look, here's the fucking place."
But I don't think that's good though.
Why?
I don't think that that's good.
I think people our age appreciate that.
No, I don't know.
They do. I think they do. What are you looking for? None of
Mike's
those
looking for
locks
a
have
plug.
the. I know. Oh, my God.
the
I thought
fucking
he was looking
vape
for
is
an
out.
iPhone
So
charger.
did
He's got
I.
his jewel.
I know.
Oh, no.
It's all good.
The vibe.
What a disaster.
All right, well, I don't know. Oh, okay, fine. I do have a question though.
Okay.
Biz Nasty has a hot take. Leafs winning the cup.
No way. I don't
They're
think
You
so.
know,
they're 8 games up on the Canadians right now in that division, right?
They are really ripping, but like the divisions are a bit of a.
They're
fucking-
ripping, but the division is pretty fucking. It's pretty slack.
Here's one for you guys that I heard today on a podcast I listened to, Hebsy on Sports. Austin Matthews better than
15 games, 15 points.
Who's
guy
the-
is ripping?
who's
He
the
does
who's
16 goals.
The guy is
the big dog on
nonstop.
the Oilers?
Connor McDavid.
Matthews better than McDavid.
No. Maybe on the point sheet this year. But
How
like
close
as
is
a
it?
Not
complete
even.
player-
How close
No,
McDavid
is it?
has way more points.
No,
How
but
close
yeah,
is it, though?
Edmonton.
Is it
Edmonton's
close?
Pretty close,
Edmonton,
yeah.
there's
How
a
old's
stat-
Matthews? How old's Matthews?
Probably around the same age.
Matthews
McDavid's
is-
like 24,
I
something
think.
like that.
I think
Around the same
Matthews is
age.
like a year older.
I got a computer here. I'll look it up.
All, like the only thing with like that is it's a stupid comparison because
Maybe
there's
you're
like a
younger.
stat if like
McDavid's
Draisaitl and
24.
McDavid don't score, Edmonton loses.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole thing with it. And like the Leafs, I don't
Matthews
know,
is 23.
they're
Yeah.
good, man. The Leafs, I'll give them.
This
they're
guy's got
good
one of
this
the
year,
worst
Man.
hairlines I've ever seen.
Austin Matthews. I know he looks so bad, eh?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
He's so fucking
He's
hot,
tatted
though.
up and he's one of the top 5 players in the league.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Oh my
in the
God,
league,
but
bro.
he
Like,
looks
who
like
gives a fuck?
shit.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
getting,
for sure.
getting
And he's like about that fashion life too. You know, like he cares about that.
I love how he just rocks the shit stash.
Oh yeah,
Always.
and I like that. I'm
shameless.
like, you want to like bring
That's
that
his thing.
back?
That's
Cool,
his
man.
thing,
That's
man.
fuck. I'm down
What
with
do you
that.
think about Nylander in the IKEA furniture comment from Steve Simmons? Nylander's like a piece of IKEA furniture. You get home and there's no instructions. You just need more from him.
Jokes.
Nylander,
Yeah, I agree with
super
that.
good.
But he has not been playing well. I mean, he's been playing okay recently.
Let's just say
but-
you put Nylander in a weird position. Like you give Nylander the puck in a good spot, he's bagging.
yeah, for sure.
Like,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
question. There's no question. You get him in a good spot, he's not missing. But he's just so fucking lackadaisical. He doesn't. Give
But he
a
can't
fuck.
run a line. That's the thing.
No, it's Marner.
McDavid
Marner runs that line,
Is
and then
Nylander like
Matthews,
a-
Matthews too.
He's like a scoring winger, Nylander, I guess.
Yeah. He
He's
plays
just
with
a weapon.
Tavares.
He's a weapon.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. The Leafs, they look really good on paper, but like I've
They're
watched a
playing in
lot of the
shit
games.
division.
They don't even look that great.
We talked about this on the pod like a month ago about the Leafs and their, relationship to the cup as favorites and stuff like that.
They're not going to win the cup.
way.
As much as like I like the Leafs and I want them to win, they're not going to
They
fucking
don't have
win.
that much depth.
They all not only that, like they have their
There's
depth
a guy
isn't
in
like
the Vancouver Canucks hat over here telling you how much he
I
likes the
wish-
Leafs.
wish
And
you were
I
a
know.
fucking true fan,
Huh.
yeah.
either way, whatever. The Vancouver Canucks they're fucking not even close.
either way,
Vancouver's
But-
all right.
They're second last in the division and like sixth last in the league. So
what about
Dead
those?
last.
Aren't the
But,
the
Ottawa.
Neiman Marcus?
Like dead
that-
last,
what about
so
those
they're-
twins that are on the Canucks? Right, they're still there, right?
The Sedins.
Yeah, they're still
And-
there.
Yeah,
and
management.
Luongo,
This is what,
Luongo and the
2010?
Sedins. Luongo
Yeah.
and the Sedins are still there.
Yep.
They got a chance.
And yep, Tyler. Yep.
Yeah, the coaching staff, trainer.
Todd Bertuzzi.
Mark
he's still on the
Crawford's the
team.
coach.
Yep.
He's
yep.
coach.
Coaching
still?
still doing legal battles. for-
Yeah, Todd
for
Bertuzzi's
his
still
neck
fighting.
break on
Dominic
my fucking
McSorley?
team.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
he did
yeah.
that.
Fucking
Yeah, they're
did
still
it.
killing it.
No, did he dummy McSorley? No, he
No,
didn't.
Steve
No,
Moore.
McSorley fucking dummy
That's right,
someone else.
McSorley
Steve
was-
Moore
that's right,
on
yeah.
Colorado.
Yeah. But no,
He lined up Marcus Naslund and fucking
and then he just like
suckied him from behind, broke his neck,
Paralyzed them.
dummied him.
Yeah.
Oh,
With
yeah.
his hockey stick.
No,
No, that was
just a
McSorley.
fist, yeah,
Oh,
just a
okay.
fist. He
McSorley
just wasn't
fucking
like-
McSorley tomahawked
Yeah.
the guy in the
Yeah.
head.
It was just like the way he hit him. It wasn't that he hit him. It's just how he landed on him and fucking broke his neck.
Bertuzzi just like walked. The guy was skating away, and Bertuzzi just came up from behind him and just clocked him in the chin, and then fell on top of him. Not a good look.
That'll get you.
But
That
yeah,
might
I don't know.
paralyze
Leafs.
even the best of us.
The fucking division is shitty. They don't have that much competition. So when they get to the playoffs, they're not going to be used to playing like
Yeah.
hard, gritty, good ass teams, and they're
It'd
going
be
to get
sick
fucking
if they just
smashed.
had like Boston in the mix, just to like they could
Yeah,
have
yeah,
like some
yeah.
kind of like sharpening tool.
yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah.
we just my team Colorado, we're finishing off like a 4 run against Vegas. It's like holy.
Well, because
fuck.
there's so much COVID and shit in the league right now. They're like, well, there's not actually not that much, but there's a decent amount. They're like, some teams
Teams
have
are taking,
played
like,
each other
yeah.
7 games in a row.
Yeah, Colorado
Leafs-
just got off that stretch.
Yeah.
I read today
Which is
the
great
Leafs
for
and
injuries.
Canadians.
You have a sick piece of hair that's like just doing a little 90-degree angle.
The
to your
Leafs
head.
and Canadians play each other 14 times this year. I read.
Yeah,
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 they just
yeah.
played Ottawa 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
and rinse them.
I kind of like that though. Someone tell me what
It's
this
great
is.
for rivalry.
What
The
is this?
mid-season series.
What is this bit
Great for
about
rivalries.
the loss points? What is that? You lose, you still get a point,
An OT.
but that's always been the case.
Yeah. If you win,
Huh.
you get 2 points. You lose, you get 0. You win an OT, you get 2. You lose an OT, you get 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's always
Yeah,
been like
nothing's
that.
changed, but it's
Yeah.
just like the only thing that's changed is just the divisions.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It's tough. It sucks for like players that are deep in their careers, like Ovechkin, for example, because like these next I don't know however many fucking seasons you think it's gonna be, at least 1 or 2 more seasons, and these next season probably.
This will be it. I
You think so? You think one more year of this shit?
Johns Hopkins University in the States, which is like COVID hub, when this all started, all these guys reporting about what they thought the numbers were going to be, and they were relied on for modeling and case counts and all that. They have an opinion article in the Wall Street Journal today saying that the U.S. and most of North America will be herd immune by April. Open everything up right now.
In 2 months,
Yeah, it was today or 2 days ago. They put that out.
less than 2 months.
Yeah.
That would be fucking stellar.
See,
Everybody,
see at the bar.
The
Yeah,
whole
I'll be
planet?
there.
the whole planet.
Everybody. North America, they say.
I'll trust
North
Johns
America.
Hopkins.
Yeah.
I've only heard them from shows,
Yeah,
but I know they're a pretty fucking
Yeah.
reputable.
Yeah,
fucking,
Johns Hopkins. I was saying to Mike, he's asking me about how many more NHL seasons will be fucked up by COVID. And
I was saying at least this one and the next one.
I was
bro.
saying there's a release today from
There'd be like
Johns
some sort
Hopkins
of
University.
residual.
Johns Hopkins University is in your podcast feed today from WSJ.
Oh, yeah.
The opinion article from a doctor who was big on the cases and pandemic projections a year ago, saying in Wall Street Journal that they're going to have herd immunity in most of North America by April. Open everything up
This
now.
April.
like a month from now. And
Herd immunity / vaccinations?
no, herd immunity. Open it up now. Get it
How?
open. The article's not available to me, but people on Twitter are buzzing about it. Like,
Oh, yeah?
yeah. So I don't know. I have a hard time like trusting guys who told me that everyone was going to die 3 years ago or a year ago, whatever it was. It feels like 5 years ago at this point, but
Yeah.
those guys
To
who
me,
said
it feels
that-
like it feels like weeks ago. It's so weird that it started like almost a year ago
we're I think 3 weeks away now.
from being a year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But to me, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it just started. Personally, does it feel like Does it feel like you lost a year of your life?
It's hard to say. When I get upset about it and like have to get away from my phone or my Twitter feed,
Mm-hmm.
then it feels like a year.
Really?
Yeah, sure. Because fucking man, like, you know, we had kind of a summer, and I guess it's like a product of my age, and that, you know, we're all kind of a tight knit group of friends. But
Yeah.
I didn't miss a lot last summer.
Yeah.
If I was like 20 though,
Yeah. Fuck
you
yeah,
know,
for sure.
you'd feel a lot different. You'd
Oh,
feel
for
a
sure.
lot different. So,
I don't know. I was looking at like my girlfriend was showing me like the recap of I don't know what the fuck it was on Snapchat or something. There was like a recap of the year.
yeah.
We were looking through it. I was like, doesn't really look like we were in a pandemic, to be perfectly honest. Like you still were like doing shit.
Yeah, but it's because you were like with the same people all the time, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
For you guys, like, what's your friend group? It's fucking
It's the
what?
same shit.
It's 10 people, 12 people, tops, right?
And like especially when it was like cool, like hang out with that many people, it was still like the same old shit.
Or
The only
doing
difference
it
is just like,
outside.
ooh, we can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like,
it.
oh, okay, whatever.
That's it,
You just
yeah.
can't go to the bar.
That's the thing. Which honestly, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like a year to me. That's what I was just saying to Joey. Like I don't know to you, but like
No,
to me, it does not feel like it's been a year.
no, me neither.
It would if you were 20.
If I was
it'd feel
20
like
and
a year.
single, yeah, probably would have
It
felt
felt
like a
fuck.
year.
Yeah, that would suck ass. And I was thinking about that the other day too. We've been like, imagine being like younger even. Like imagine being like, I don't know, 10, 11, 12. Like
Oh fuck yeah.
that would suck ass, bro. Like it'd be like cool for like a couple
sure.
weeks. You're like
For
off
sure.
school and shit. And then it's like, man, like you're like being deprived of
Yeah.
like your childhood. Like that would be. I was like, I was kind of annoyed when I was thinking about that. I was like, fuck, if that was us, that would
Yeah.
be fucking brutal.
How do you like parent a kid through a pandemic like this? That's like 11 years old.
Like, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do as a parent? Usually, just go fucking outside. Get the fuck out of here. You're not
No,
allowed to go
they're
But
not
outside.
like,
allowed,
don't go
yeah.
hang out with friends. You go outside, but like, don't chill with your friends.
There's an ice rink around the corner at the school, and I was walking the dog today, maybe around noon, 12:30, and there's like people our age there, all skating, playing hockey, all wearing masks.
Oh yeah,
Kids at the school outside for recess, all wearing masks.
which is like, I mean, whatever.
The teachers dress like astronauts.
Yeah.
How you gonna if you're 5 years old?
That's a
how
trick.
how you gonna fucking focus if you're 5 years old?
I guess.
You
Yeah.
can't. You can't.
I don't know.
I'm reading on your blog there that you endorse and write for Wall Street Journal. COVID vaccines are effective after 1 dose now, so that's good.
But yeah, it's like 50% effective. Marty had his vaccine, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, fucking rest in peace. to
Other
Dundas
Marty,
legend.
yeah,
Dundas legend, man.
Marty's a legend.
R.I.P. Should we give him a little segment?
Not suddenly, not accidentally, but
Finally,
finally.
Yeah, but
great.
finally.
That's a great,
Amazing, and that was
obit.
perfect.
Great
Sum this
edit.
guy up, man. That guy fucking. I wanted to talk about that earlier in the show, but I forgot. But like, yeah,
Go
man,
for
that's tough, man. That like, I don't know, that guy like he was fucked up, but like he never like I wanted to say that he had bad habits, but he never really fucking did anything to anybody.
I don't know.
That
I
we
don't
know.
want to like
That
say
we
bad
know.
about
That
him
we
and
know.
shit, but like I'm sure. I don't know. I've heard some shit where like he might have like slighted some people out of money and shit, but like nothing that was like too blatant where like he's like burning bridges left, right, and center for someone who was like obviously gone down a
$20
rougher
bucks.
path, you
It was
know?
$20.
Yeah,
$100
for sure. Like, yeah. So I don't know. Definitely a certified Dundas legend. Left his fucking mark on the town.
Yeah, I'll go down in history for sure. I was saying that. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just kind of cool to see, like, not what he did, but it's like, I would like to have, like, his reputation as, like, when I go.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, like, fuck it. Whatever he did, it was like, everyone's
Yeah.
like, but fuck, it was just who
And,
he
like,
was.
And not only does it like he left a mark on like the people that he grew up with and around, he like left a mark on like our generation
Yeah.
as well, you know?
fuck, people are like, yo, you'd like, fuck, we know Marty better than you. I'm like, I don't fucking think so. But
Yeah.
okay, man. Like, I guess you like him. I get it.
Man, I was at a
He's a
Camp Chimenea
charismatic
like
dude.
probably maybe I don't know, two maybe 3 months ago, let's say December. And we were just like chilling there. Me and my uncle, we walked in there, had a fire, and there was like some random guy just like walked through. He was younger than us. He was probably 23. And he walked in and he just like came by the Chimenea and was just like shooting the shit. He was just like acting like it was all normal and shit. He's like, hey, I'm Brady, like come here all the time, like you guys know who Marty is? I'm like, oh fuck yeah, we know who Marty is. He's like, oh yeah, I love that guy. Like I'm from Waterloo, but I come here all the time.
What?
Like,
Really?
yeah, he's like, yo, check this out. Got a Camp Chimenea tat on him. Yeah, he's like,
Jesus.
A
it's like,
tattoo.
yeah.
Holy
Like
shit.
this guy like came and like
That's all
fucking
in. That's all
breathed
in.
Dundas and like fucking loved Marty and shit.
That's how I would describe Dundas. But well, just watch Hobos Are Us on YouTube,
Yeah.
and you'll kind of get the gist of what this fucking guy was about. Like,
Your sister showed me that video on our first date.
good play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't know my sister had game.
Yeah. This shovel was probably Cuddy's.
Yeah,
I actually
it's an artifact.
showed my
It's Cuddy shovel.
I showed my dad.
The
I'm
Cuddy
like,
shack.
this is the girl I just went out with. This is what she showed me. This video. It's a close friend of hers.
Dumper or what?
It's a guy living in the woods.
This is
Yeah,
her,
he's-
this is her dad's best friend.
I didn't know it at the time.
No, it's like it's just man. The fact is, like that guy, like he just did so much for like his fucking friends when he was young. Like he just like
yeah. Oh
he
fuck
like
yeah.
he made like their childhood so memorable. Like they have like
Definitely.
T-shirts and fucking like events, like posters,
All
this
that
shit.
stuff.
Like man,
Well, it's because everyone else had a job. He was just like, I'm just gonna make money selling my friends' T-shirts and selling them like, well, I'll just host a sick party and make everyone pay, and I'll buy alcohol and like maybe
Yeah.
skim a couple bucks, you know.
man. Like I was just thinking like the other day because like
He's an event coordinator,
I haven't been like that keen on like taking photos and shit
right?
because of Instagram, right? And it's just a weird thing to me. But now I'm like, man, I'm gonna be like 40, 50 years old, and I'm gonna be so pissed
Yeah,
that we don't have like photos and like
Fuck
shit
yeah.
like that. I'm like, I gotta start taking pictures again and shit. Like fuck it.
Definitely.
Just like anything, like and not for Instagram, just for like us to
Just-
have.
yeah, fuck
man.
yeah,
Like,
for sure. Man, my a good buddy of mine gave me for Christmas like a photo album of a bunch of photos that he took when we were in the UK over the last couple of years. And I was like, holy, because I never seen them.
So
like,
dope.
he just took them, or his girlfriend like actually like takes fucking real photos and shit.
Yeah.
And he had a couple like disposables. He took them and he sent me a bunch of photos like in this photo album. And
Dude,
it was
I
like, man, I haven't
love
seen
doing
this.
that.
I've never seen these photos. These are fucking bringing
It's
back
the
so many
best.
memories. Like,
Yeah.
I was blackout when this happened. I didn't really remember this, but like it happened, I
It's
guess.
the
This is
best,
so
man.
jokes. Yeah, it's
the
fucking
best. I'm
sick.
like, fuck, we gotta start taking photos again, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, for sure.
'Cause
It's just such a stigma
it's so
around it though,
weird,
because it's
right?
like I'm never gonna be like, yo, man, like take a picture of us doing the podcast. Like,
Because
it'd be
now it's
sick.
like a weird, it's like a weird ask. It's almost like
Super weird
a
ask.
a clout grab.
Yeah, hey,
sure.
man, you mind if I take this and put it on? Like, we've said it before on the show. Like one time, my buddy's just like, "Yo, do you mind if I take a picture?" Like, don't worry, I'm not posting on Instagram. And it was all like weird.
You have to give a
right?
Yeah.
disclaimer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like a bunch
100%.
of dudes, right? Like, yeah, like a bunch of guys that like aren't down for
Yeah.
Instagram shit, and we're like, all right. I was down because I was down, and it was like the way he says, like, dude, I just want to put this. He's moving out to his house. He's like, I want to fucking have a picture of the boys, and I want to put it on the fucking wall.
yeah,
I
fuck
was like,
yeah.
man, that's pretty decent. Like, it's weird how it like got clouded. You're like, you can't do that anymore. I'm like, fuck. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm just
I
sitting,
agree,
like,
man,
I'm-
for sure.
Fuck it, I want to take photos. I don't care.
Like my cousin, like we used to go out to my cousin's place for May 2 for every year. I was the young kid. I was always like 8 years younger than everyone else. But like they would, this is way before Instagram. They're older than you are. They're like probably 36.
What's that like?
I don't
Oh
find
my
out.
god, are you kidding me?
But they're like 36. So like they didn't grow up with fucking Instagram or even Facebook, you know?
Nothing.
So like
Not
they-
even MSN probably at that age.
No, fuck no.
Yeah.
No MySpace or anything. So but like at the end of every weekend, they were always like, let's take a photo of the crew that came up. You
So
know?
dope.
So every like Sunday or Monday, whatever the long weekend, they would take a photo of the whole crew in front of the cottage, and it wasn't for anyone; it was for
us.
them.
For them.
It's
you
dope,
know?
man.
Yeah, like that's the kind of shit that I would be super down to do. I'm definitely into that.
And
It
make-
is weird, eh? You take pictures of like yourself to look back at later for yourself.
It's decent.
I
It's
like
fun
that,
doing
or not
it.
even for yourself, but like for like
The time.
I'm gonna give my friends a print of this
Yeah,
also.
yeah,
You
yeah.
It's
know?
dope, man. Like, man, like I go down to my basement and shit, and there's like all this like memorabilia of like when these kids, when they were kids, like fucking partying, and like I'm like,
Yeah.
this is so dope.
How
man.
available are like the photo albums at your parents' houses?
We
Are
have
they,
a
like,
Pretty available.
we have a
are they like
huge-
are they like right out in the open? You
No,
gotta
they're
go
in
somewhere to
fucking
get them.
I know exactly
Yeah.
where they are, but they're like in this like I don't
They're
even know what
tucked
you would
away.
call it. Yeah, they're like but there's like so fucking many of them. But I don't even go because it not like depresses me, but it's like I get so much like heavy nostalgia that I
Yeah.
don't even like looking.
Oh, I
to
know.
it, you
Yeah,
know?
I know what you mean. It's too much.
I'm in
It's
the
like-
same.
yeah,
I'm
it's
in the
too
same
much.
boat too. I'm in the same boat too.
But like I feel like when I'm
We
their
don't
age,
want
I
that.
will want that.
Yeah,
you know?
man. I know, and we don't have it.
your parents probably
Oh.
like, showing you their
Then
children
when-
Oh,
that-
fuck yeah.
then
pictures
when
of
they're
when
our
they
age.
were kids.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
Especially because you guys in Dundas, like, the pictures that your parents have with people that, were their friends when they were younger. It's all people you know now.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
your parents,
like I was gonna
friends,
say,
and-
like I think maybe every couple months, more just like photos will just show up because like my mom will go on a walk with someone and they'll be like, "Oh, I found these photos," and they'll give them to my mom,
Yeah.
and then mom's like, she'll just leave them on the kitchen
Found
counter,
'em.
and it's like she'll like be like, "Oh, look at these photos," and then we're looking through them, and she goes, "That's this person, that's this person, that's this person."
like,
And I'm like,
funny, eh?
I know all those people, you
Yeah,
know.
it's fucking
I like that
sweet.
shit.
I do too, and that's why I'm kind of just being like, okay, fuck it. I might just like delete Instagram just
Right.
so I can kind of like put
Yeah,
some
yeah, yeah.
distance and just like I want fucking
Instagram's
memories.
a
man.
great way to catalog stuff, though.
It is. I know it is, but it's
It's
like
really
it's like,
good.
But there's also that weird thing. I'm like, I want likes. I'm like, fuck.
I know.
Man.
I don't
like,
worry about that.
I just don't. I don't want anything. Like I just wish it did, like Facebook. Way when it first started, you just post shit on. It didn't matter.
It was great. I liked Facebook when it originally came out because it was like you posted an album of a night.
That's
there was
right.
like 50
That's
photos
right.
of
It
a
was
night.
great.
Remember that? And it
That
was
was
like
awesome.
you're looking through the 50 photos, like hoping I'm in a couple. It's like, oh, there's me. That's
Yeah,
so jokes.
yeah.
Like,
that
yeah.
was awesome. It was like, and then you could like sit there the next day,
Yeah.
or whatever, and recap the whole fucking night.
The whole night, not just like the girls looking their best against the cool backdrop.
Man.
That's the night
Ruined
now.
everything, man.
Yeah.
Gone now.
That
Gone
is
now.
so
that's
not-
the whole night. That was what.
Yeah.
Like, what about that fucking guy when he got wasted? He's throwing up in the bathroom and like
Yeah.
the broken wall and like what about all that shit?
Yeah,
Remember
fuck
that?
yeah.
Like, guys fucking out front smoking cigars for some reason.
yeah.
Remember that random car that showed up? There's a picture of this random guy. That was fucking great.
Yeah, that was the shit. There was like photos of everyone, and like someone's
Yeah,
like
the
making
whole
out in
night.
in the fucking
always
living
in
room,
the
just, like,
back.
always taking
Great.
pictures. Yeah.
Oh, they hooked up that night.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
And like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Still uploading it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if they didn't want anyone to know.
There
it's
was no-
It's
yeah,
one of the
no-
90 photos.
no threshold whatsoever. Didn't have to think of anything. Just post.
Yeah. What
And,
was
like,
the song we you're listening to, put that's the title of the album.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool lyrics.
Yeah, that was fucking. Those were that's when it was fucking sweet. But
Let's
it's over now.
let's wrap tonight with a
Let's wrap.
a post on the Wall Street Journal page called "Zoom shirts are out, Zoom fashion is in." It's about teleconferencing fashion.
There's such a thing. I thought it was just like
The post, the top post, is a woman wearing a number of different articles of clothing. Double up or double down. Wear one necklace for work Zooms, two for play. Let me give you the rundown of the pieces involved in this picture. Sweater, $2,470. AlexanderMcQueen.com. Necklace, $545. Choker, $505.
So we're at like $4,000 or $5,000.
$3,500 to be on Zoom.
What?
To be on Zoom.
Oh my god. I mean, she looks great, but like,
$3,500.
but does that matter at
US
all?
to be on Zoom.
Apparently,
I don't know.
some people.
Look at us.
You have any recommendations? What do you got for recommendations? Fuck all.
Didn't you already recommend something?
No.
Small Soldiers.
Oh yeah, Small Shoulders. Yeah, Small
True.
Soldiers.
I
I'm
recommend.
gonna recommend this movie from 2003.
Yeah,
I recommend.
I recommend A Bug's Life.
Commandos.
I recommend the Stratechery podcast. Ben Thompson, very good. Good summary of Facebook and their beef with the News Corps, especially in Australia.
Is that the podcast you're gonna be on this week?
No, I'm going on the Bitcoin Plebs podcast this week.
Who's that?
Some Bitcoin
The people
podcast.
who were just here.
Yeah, not them. Some Bitcoin podcast. I'll be on this week. Maybe I might actually do it tomorrow night. I'm gonna message
lot
you
of-
guys and see if he
lot
wants to do
of
it tomorrow.
bulls.
But
Are you gonna plug it or what?
our podcast,
Yeah.
100%,
Fuck yeah.
Alright.
100%, absolutely.
Fuck yeah. Even though I was fucking bashing him.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
We won't release this till after he's
I'll
been
fucking
on.
do it again too.
I'll wait till Monday. Good night and
Bashing
God.
Bitcoin and bashing Bitcoiners.
Good night and God bless.
Peace.